All right, and I am getting the word from our stream text that we are ready to go. So I am going to throw it over to moonblazewolf with Super Mario RPG Randomizer.
Hey everybody, good morning. I'm moonblazewolf, and we got more rando fun for you today. We are going to be doing a Super Mario RPG randomizer seed using our fall tournament flag set that we just completed this tournament last month. And I have a couch with me to help commentate the run. We have Sonny Wrath 11, who is another one of the folks who made it pretty late into the tournament. And is a very good runner of this game. I will let Sonny introduce himself, and then we'll also have Casual Geek Dave.
Hi, I'm Sonny Wrath 11. Blaze and I ended up racing in the finals of the
It was the semi-final match.
Yeah, it was the finals of the losers bracket, but the overall semifinals match, and Blaze ended up beating me in that one. So Blaze is the Highlander on this one.
It was a lot of fun. I thought you were going to kick my butt.
It was a good race.
It was, yeah.
And I'm Casual Geek Dave, and I've also played Mario RPG at some point.
So here's the cool thing about this randomizer, and we'll talk about it obviously a lot over the next couple hours while we're playing through, but this game is very, very true to the original. It's one of the things I like about it. And if you have played the original Super Mario RPG before, you know it is one of the funniest games and one of just the most charming, cutest games that you could possibly play. It's such a classic old school RPG. This is a Super Nintendo RPG for those who have never seen it. I definitely recommend checking it out. And if you like randomizers, it's a pretty great randomizer. And if you haven't seen Super Mario RPG before, well, I'm sure you at least know this guy. He's going to be our starting character. Bowser won our bid war today, so he will be our starting character. The cool thing about the starting character in this randomizer with this flag set is, and I can't promise anything for sure, but it is very likely that I will keep using my starting character throughout the seed, because they are going to get a ton of XP early on and kind of carry. So, but yeah, I think I'm ready to get started if we are ready to check it out.
I'm good to go when you are, Blaze.
All right, I just have to do my file name. We did not do a bid war for this. We just did the character bid war. Thank you for all your donations again, and thank you for all your donations so far to Trans Lifeline throughout the marathon. This has been an incredible weekend so far. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do a countdown. And what, Dave?
Oh, no, go ahead.
Okay. We are going to get started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1... go. All right. Let Sonny do this. I'm going to go on what I call the world tour here, so...
Yes, welcome to Super Mario RPG Randomizer. We are going on the world tour, which, of course, we're going to start off in Mario's pad and pick up the first key item that's underneath Mario's bed. If you've played the vanilla game, then that is one of the locations of the 3 Ghosteketeers items. Either the Dry Bones flag, the Big Boo flag, or the Creeper flag. The second place Blaze goes to is Mushroom Way to pick up the 2 chests that are in that first room, and then on to Mushroom Kingdom. There is a hidden item here in Mushroom Kingdom, as well as 4 chests total that can be picked up. The Frog Coin chest that normally is above the entryway to the throne room of Mushroom Kingdom, where the Chancellor is actually moved, so that way you cannot miss it.
Yeah, and also just one thing I just realized. Do I need to screen share again, or are you guys watching on the RTMP?
We got it.
We got it.
Okay, cool. So yeah, just a couple notes really quick. This game uses a key item system, so we'll call those out as I get them. But another cool thing about this randomizer is, and there's probably a couple different reasons for this, all of the chests that would normally be hidden chests are actually visible, except for one. So you can get those a lot faster.
And most of the chest contents are the same. You're going to notice that the shop contents are randomized. That is part of the randomization for this specific flag set, as well as character stats, spell stats, join order, and learn spells. Now, true to the original game in this flag set, you are Blazes starting with one character, and in this case it was Bowser due to the Bid War, and you saw that there was a second character in Mushroom Way. There are 4 character joining spots in the entirety of the game. The first one's in Mushroom Way, second one is in Forest Maze, after beating Bowyer. The third one is actually at the end of Moleville Mines, and the last one in Marymore. What Blaze is doing here is the Tadpole Pond song in order to get the first key item. One of the key items that we are looking for is the Bright Card. The Bright Card has a very substantial use as it's used to warp to Smithy, so that way we do not have to go through the factory. It saves about 30 minutes total.
Yep, there is that section of the game cannot contain any of my, I guess we'll say, win conditions. Do you kind of want to explain how I'm going to actually be able to get to the final boss and where we would get those stars from?
As a matter of fact, that was the next topic I had, so...
Perfect.
I am
reading my mind.
Glad you led me into that. So, normally, yes, as MK Sideboard points out, normally it's just getting into Great Guy's Casino. But the win condition for Super Mario RPG Randomizer is to collect, of course, the star pieces. Normally you would have to collect 6, but because of one specific flag that we have that is R7, we have to collect all 7. And on top of that, we have another flag called RK, which in the flag string gets turned to R7K. The 3 boss locations in Bowser's Keep could have 1 to 3 star pieces total.
Yeah, and the stars are all going to come from boss fights, so that is how we're going to actually get those things.
Exactly. Ooh, Crystalline here in the Rosetown shop is very nice to see, as Crystalline is a defense boosting item, and the Sia is a massive item to pick up, as it allows Blaze to run away from any encounter that he is able to run away from.
Yep, as long as I get a turn, I can run away from anything now. Ooh, that'll be good. One of the things I do a lot early on is I check out shops to see where stuff is for later in the seed when I actually have money. I'm also checking all of my free key item locations. I want 5 or 6 of them that you kind of just get access to right away at the beginning of the seed, because this is open world. Ooh, wow. That's probably pretty good.
Ooh, nice ghost medal.
Yeah, that's nice.
is. That is nice. It's just a random item included in the randomization there.
Now, you may have noticed the 2 arrows pointing upwards on that ghost medal. What that means is that those stats will be boosted, which means they will get a 0.5 bonus. Or a 50% bonus. So that does not stack with Geno Boost, unfortunately. And the only downside on the Ghost Medal is that attack was not boosted as well. Hopefully,
yeah, that's a little bit of a downside, but hopefully I can pair that with a good armor and just get a really nice tanky character.
That would be really, really nice. Or hopefully you get a good super suit, which, if you know the vanilla game, normally you would have to do 30 super jumps and 100 super jumps in order to get the attack scarf and the super suit. Well, in the randomizer, you can just buy them outright.
Which is good, because I can't do 100 super jumps. Yeah.
The best I've done is 97, and then I dropped.
Heartbreaking.
My heart breaks just hearing that.
It was painful. But going through Pipe Vault, the next location to go to on the world tour is Yoster Isle in order to pick up the key item that's between the O and the A, yet again, part of the Ghosteketeers chain, as was the sign behind Rosetown. Or the item that was behind the sign in Rosetown. Ooh, nice Star Cape. Hopefully that's good.
Yeah.
And Cricket Jam.
AKA a random pile of frog coins.
Yeah.
That last section that we just did is a kind of a reminder to me, and one of the reasons why I really enjoy this randomizer. Just for context, I'm very new to this. I've been learning it over the last month, and it's this combination of just platforming and RPG elements make it just such a fun randomizer to learn.
Okay, that's really good. Where are my good weapons, though? I'm getting a little bit nervous about the lack of good weapons.
Well, don't forget that you have the shed key, so you do have access to one of the hidden shops.
That is true.
True.
That is not good. Well, yeah, he can't use it anyway.
Favorite merchant out at sea is holding on to gold.
Honestly, I'm gonna say that.
Whoops, that is not where I meant to go. Well, that's interesting. I did not mean to come here, but we're gonna play a little fun mini game, I guess.
Hey, extra flowers.
I meant to go to Marymore, so.
I've never seen this on the random.
Oh, this is fun. I'm glad I know what I'm glad I've done this before.
And
I have to bounce off the barrels. I forgot. Okay,
Yeah.
I just said I've done this before, and you get flowers. Also, this is giving me a little bit of information, but yeah. I did not mean to come here. Flowers are not actually that useful in their... Well, you need a certain amount of flowers, but a lot of times you'll just sell the flower items that you get.
Yeah, because the flower items tend to sell for a lot of money. Now...
I'm actually disturbed by how well I'm doing right now, by the way.
Yeah, you're nailing it.
You're doing really good.
I don't even do this well in my vanilla runs.
Can I pop in real quick with something?
Absolutely.
So chat, you'll notice
Oops, there we
that
go.
back in the pipe vault, they found a wallet. That's an indication you should get yours out and donate to Trans Lifeline. So here's a fun challenge. Since we have an accidental mini game, I'm going to challenge everybody in chat. How about let's all donate, and I'll join you. $1 for every flower that Blaze gets.
Oh boy, no pressure. I've gotten 4 already, by the way, but it gets so much harder. Like, there's 3 phases to this mini game. It gets almost... Oh, wow, I got another one. Now they're all swerving and all this stuff, so...
Well, this one...
Okay.
Technically, there are 4 phases, because this is phase 4. And this is
Okay.
by far the hardest part, because phase 3 is when you get the triple barrels.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, now it's just all bouncing off of them.
Yeah.
Ian
Come on, give me one more. I'm already in shock that I got 5. Oh, we got 6. Let's go.
Upping it. He's gonna donate $5 for every flower.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well, I'm trying. That's it. It's gonna be 6. That's
Even
pretty good
so,
for me, though.
6 extra flowers can go a very long way.
Yeah, that's probably 1 or 2 more heals later on. Oh, and then I was just going to Marymore. I don't know what the problem is.
Yeah, so the randomizer,
100% intentional.
after you
Yes.
do that event, it will still send you here to Marymore Hotel, or Marymore.
So one of the things about this randomizer that's cool is a lot of the stuff that's a little bit slower gets taken out like that, so that you can kind of just go fast. But yeah, a lot of that is still in there as well as far as what'll happen. Ooh, what's my attack scarf? It's like missing the 2 stats I want.
It doesn't have attack or magic defense.
Attack scarf at all.
All right, there is a good Mallow weapon here though, but Mallow's at Marymore, so I'm probably not going to get him for a while.
I mean, it's a magic attack scarf.
You're a magic attack scarf.
Yeah, I am.
Who attacks with magic?
In video games, never.
I
In
mean,
this-
something.
in this
something
economy?
super jumps.
In this climate, I refuse.
I'm going to check Star Hill for a free star here as well. Stars also, when you have a star, it does give you an experience multiplier. So I do want to, if possible, get some early stars.
That experience multiplier only works on the invincibility stars that you find in chests.
Yes, but I am going to be doing at least 2 of those early on, so if I could snag a star here, that would definitely help me out. But I do not want to, although I do have a CS, so that also helps, but I don't want to get into any encounters here. I will get my butt kicked.
Yeah, unless you can perfect guard the attacks, that's just instant death waiting to happen, which... That
Ooh, I
brings
thought that was
me...
gonna get me.
that brings me into a whole nother subject of timing attacks and blocks. For perfect rolls on damage unarmed, if I remember correctly, it's a 7-frame window.
Oh, no
Whereas
star.
perfect guarding an attack is a 5-frame window. So learning the timing,
I agree.
it's a bit of a pain from time to time.
I was gonna reset out, but I like it too much here, so I'm just gonna finish this up. There's no star piece here. If there was, it would be in the top left there where I was checking, so.
Which is also the spot it would be in the vanilla game.
Yep.
If there is a piece here on Star Hill, it will always show up there. Now into Seaside Town, where we get to see who the Eurydivic boss is, and hello, Mega Smilax. How are you doing today? This is not a good spot for you.
That is potentially gross.
At least it's not Culex.
I'm probably going to try to save this second red essence if I can. Yeah, Culex would be bad. Culex is in the boss shuffle, by the way. The actual Culex boss spot, for those of you who don't know, Culex is like the optional super boss in this game. I do not have to fight that boss spot, but the actual boss himself is, yeah, I don't want to misgender Culex, he'll kick my butt. But they are in the boss shuffle somewhere, and I could potentially have to fight them, so.
And the Culex spot has 4,096 HP, and it
Oh,
hurts.
they're terrible again.
Hey, decent frying pan, though.
Was it?
45 attack.
I mean, that's good early on. That's not going to last to the end of the seed.
It won't.
I'll probably have a better option.
I imagine so. And the armor shop.
That's that really good fuzzy cape again.
That fuzzy cape is really nice.
It's basically a super suit.
Pretty close to it. Don't forget to check Frogfish's grandson.
Yes, I always do.
But after using the shed key, all of the shops open up in Seaside Town. And hey, there's your EXP booster, only for Mario.
Yeah, and I'm a little nervous to get it because I don't know where Mario is yet, and he could be the character that is gated in, there's one character that's gated by a key item that might take me a while to get to, and it's got a 50-50 chance of being Mario at this point.
And that key item is specifically the Bambino Bomb, as it's the end of Mobile Mines. Okay, no super suit here.
The Quartz Charm is very good, and Mario, Mallow, and Gino can all use it, though.
So Jeffrey in chat asked, so what type of randomizer is this? Is everything randomized or only the bosses? So, Sonny, pick up where I'm probably going to fail this explanation.
I got you.
So this is an open world randomizer. If you've ever seen any of others like this, Final
I'm
Fantasy
taking
IV
notes,
Free
by the way, while
Enterprise
you guys talk.
is a great example of it. It's basically the whole world is open to you from the beginning of the game, and then the game is basically turned into kind of a treasure hunt sort of format, where the key items are randomized, the bosses are randomized. There are many other things like stats on weapons, armor, things like that are randomized. That's why we get these nice prompts for stats on each armor piece that would normally be there. Where am I leaving out, Sonny? Help me out.
On top of that, Culex is actually added into the boss pool, so Culex can appear at any given location. Where
That is a flag.
Yes.
It doesn't always have to be that way. For this particular flag set, that is enabled, so we can run into Culex anywhere, and Culex is fun.
Did you guys talk about boss scaling at all yet?
No,
Okay.
which is
So-
an important piece.
That is a very important piece, but I was going to talk about that when we got to a boss, but that is perfectly fine. So
Yeah, whenever.
the boss scaling in this randomizer works very similar to how Final Fantasy IV Free Enterprise's boss scaling works, where if you encounter a boss in a specific location. So let's say you encounter Valentina at Hammer Brothers. Valentina is going to have the exact same amount of HP as the Hammer Brothers spot. So she will have, or Valentina and Dodo combined will have the exact same amount of HP as the Hammer Brothers spot. So they'll both have 50 HP apiece. So the scaling works exactly like that. And their stats will mirror that of each spot. So Hammer Brothers, being a well-rounded boss spot, doesn't have high attack, doesn't have high magic attack, doesn't have a ton of magic defense, or a ton of defense. This minigame, I absolutely...
Oh, I almost missed that. I was getting ready to talk about the minigame, but yeah, I love this minigame.
Oddly enough, this minigame, if you time your jumps with the music, every fourth beat that you count, you will not get pegged.
It's actually a little game me and Sonny like to play to see if we could do it with our eyes closed.
So there is a quote-unquote free key item back here. I'm gonna go try for it because I have the Sia, but if I fail a couple times, I'll probably just bail out. Because this is probably the hardest early platforming in a game that I'll have to do.
Yeah, and there are optional portions of the World Tour. This was definitely one of them.
Yeah, that was... I'm gonna die. Or not. Okay, now I'm gonna die. I'll try one more time. It's probably not important that I get this right now, but if I can, it's pretty cool, and it could be really useful, depending on what it is, so...
It could be your Alto card.
It could, or it could be like a rare frog coin. So, yeah, there's a handful of the key items that I would call, if you're kind of familiar with randomizers, I would call them gating key items. Okay, got it. Big Boo Flag is not one of them.
Nice Joffle skip.
Thank you. So I'm going to save in a different spot, because I don't feel like I have to get this out of here. See if I can escape.
You got this.
Nicely done.
This room is the hardest.
The fan room.
Oh, we got it. Okay, I'm out. Woo! Escaped.
That's a really, really good fan room.
Very tight.
That is the one so that is one thing that I practiced a lot before this last tournament to get good at that, because it's the kind of thing that if that key item is consequential and your opponent gets it and you do not, it can absolutely just cost you a race. Anyway, it was Big Boo Flag, right?
Yeah.
Yes, it was
Okay.
Big Boo Flag.
Nice. Alright, next thing I'm going to do is we're going to do some death abuse to get some levels on Bowser here, get a little beef on his bones. So do you want to talk about how this works?
I would love to, or Dave, I could actually let you take this one too.
Because it's called the Dave at this point.
Yeah,
so-
We're doing the Dave.
Doing the Dave. So, great thing about the way the saving works in this game. So, Blaze is saving at this spot and getting ready to do the grind for this section, which basically consists of grabbing a star, and you can run into all the enemies here and instantly take them out. After that, if Blaze were to take a death, then it goes back to the save spot, but any of the levels that were gained during that time remain. All the XP stays.
You know what, chat? I hope your wallets have more in them than this one does. Just saying.
What a cheap wallet.
That was not a good wallet.
Well, that wallet could have also net you something decent from the Toad and Mushroom Kingdom.
That is true. Oh, that's good for Mallow. Okay, I always forget when to turn that in, but we'll do that in a bit. But I did find a good Bowser weapon, thankfully.
I saw that finger shot. That's a good weapon.
Yep, so... did all that inventory stuff. I'm going to go save one more time. And then we'll go do the Death Abuse loop.
You were
Do we have
talking
any
about-
Do we have any donations? This would
I was
be a
about to
great time
say
for some
you
donations.
were talking about you hope other people's wallets are better. We do have people who have opened their wallets, thankfully. Rubik Conte, I have no idea who that could be, donates $6 and says $1 for every flower in the accidental milling game, but at least now Bowser and Mello can get married and have a wonderful cake. The cake will be wonderful, right? Did the cake just move? Ian Keith donates $30, $5, 6 flowers seems fair to me. Enjoy the world tour. Kelchan Ferret matches Ian Keith, $30, $5 times 6 flowers. And Talserace donates $30.25 and says, I'll match Ian Keith's $5 per flower Blaze got. Let's push to get that grand finale from Super Mario Galaxy. And right now, we are exactly $26 away from the grand finale galaxy in Super Mario Galaxy. So somebody get out there, snipe that, be the hero, get us the grand finale galaxy.
Believe in you, chat. Let's get these rest of our incentives met. We got a couple more waiting in the wings to fill out the rest of the marathon, but you all have been incredible so far.
So there was something that happened that I should probably point out. You may have noticed that Bowser learned HP, Rain, and Shocker. And that is because the spells that the characters learn are absolutely randomized. On top of that, the status effects that come from enemies, such as the Viroplasm from the Zeostar and Sandstorm, so on and so forth, those have randomized status effects to them. And nice, you already depleted the Zeostar's FP.
Apparently they also have random FP. But yeah, not everything that it's a very, very randomized experience, which for me personally took a lot of getting used to, because my main randomizer has always been FF4 Free Enterprise, which doesn't have stuff like randomized equipment, randomized spells, or skills and things like that. And I like this, I have to say. It took some getting used to, but I definitely really like this.
As somebody who likes to suffer on a regular basis to Final Fantasy VI Beyond Chaos, this was very refreshing.
They're all good randomizers, but they're fun in different ways.
Exactly.
Yeah.
As someone who loved SMRPG as a child, can I ask, if this looks fun, does someone need to be scared about being absolutely terrible at super jumps to get involved in this?
Not
No.
at all.
You do
I
not.
don't. I can't do 30 super jumps, and I just finished. Whoops, that was bad. I just finished second in our fall tournament. So there you go.
All right.
And I have never done 100 super jumps in all the years that I've played this, and I finished third. The only two people I lost to are Oxwas and Blaze here.
It sounds like I need to start playing this randomizer then.
It's extremely good, and if you want to get into the randomizer yourself, just go to randomizer.smrpgspeedruns.com and you will be able to generate your own randomized game.
I think Dave can put a link in the chat if y'all are interested.
Can give me just a moment.
I'm getting the last quote-unquote free key item here, doing this loop.
Yeah, I've been learning this over the last month, and it is very accessible to learn, and just a lot of fun. Like, you don't have to know the game front and back when you're getting into it to learn it. The wiki that's on the SMRPG rando page is very accessible, helps you out. Just watching a couple people race, I honestly like watching Blaze and Sonny race was really fantastic for me and helped me wrap my head around a lot of mechanics. So, trying a couple runs for yourself and watching back, a run or a race like this makes everything really click really quickly.
Yeah, I learned a lot of little tricks and like even just where stuff is that I didn't know where it was before just by watching other racers and other runners who maybe just have more game knowledge or more randomizer knowledge, and it's one of those things like you could probably do just fine not knowing that random thing here was in this room, but it definitely helps to just kind of accumulate that knowledge over time. But you don't have to know everything to get started, and you can also just play it for fun, so that's always good too, right? We like fun.
Which, I mean... Oh, hello, Bowyer.
Goodbye, Bowyer.
Yeah, pretty much. You don't get to see Bowyer's special technique in this fight. Bowyer normally will bring down 3 buttons, being A, X, and Y, and based on a summation of actions that you do, Bowyer will lock one of those buttons. If you defend or use items, Bowyer will lock X. If you attack a bunch, Bowyer will lock A. If you use magic a lot, Bowyer will lock Y. So
I love that the sprites are swapped, by the way. So if I giggle, it's because I just saw like a funny sprite, like that Jinx sprite running through Bandit's Way here.
I mean, I'm just waiting for below.
The developers of this rando have done a really good job to this point, and they're adding a lot more of the graphical stuff in. Like, for example, we can't currently have Bowser being the character that is running around on the map, because in the original game, that is all hard-coded as Mario, because Mario is in your party the entire time. They are working on a new version update right now where the overworld sprite should end up being whoever your main character is.
Which...
In fact, if you are a pixel artist at all, Pidge0 on Twitter is looking for sprite artists to help complete that feature.
Yes, and that brings me to wanting to give a shout out to the entirety of the dev team for SMRPG Randomizer. It's a massive list, so
Yeah.
I'll just list a few of the ones that I know off the top of my head. Alan M, Pitch01, Pat CDR, some by SMBAI, and there are many, many more.
And that was, by the way, it's Pidge0_1 on Twitter if you are interested in potentially assisting with the sprite work.
You should just follow Pidge on Twitter anyway.
Yeah, honestly, just tweets nothing but
And progress on the
one of my
randomizer.
favorite people.
Alright, so this is Jinx 2. If you have bosses that have multiple forms, basically anything that has its own script is kind of like distinguished as its own boss. So there's actually 3 Jinxes in the boss pool. They all do slightly different things. It may seem like I'm pretty overpowered right now. I will very likely hit the wall at some point. So these first couple boss fights will go pretty smoothly, but after that I'm probably gonna get humbled at least once, and it should be pretty fun to watch for everybody that's not me.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen here at Max Spot, because it's gonna be QLux here at Max Spot, and I have that bad feeling.
Max Spot is deceptively hard. Oh, I got the Bambino Bomb, though, so hold on. I'm probably not going to do that. So, Bandit's Way is a spot that I like to do as soon as possible because it does have a key item, since this is where you would normally get the rare frog coin. But that is really good. Bambino Bomb is a super important key item because it gates... Bambino Bomb gates a character, but it also gates a boss spot, and since bosses are the things that give you stars, if you can't find that Bambino Bomb till really late in the seed, it will not only keep you from getting a character that you potentially really want, it could be where your last star is.
There's also one extra thing that it gates, and that's the minecart minigame, which also gates another thing, and that is the second song in Tadpole Pond. Now,
That is true.
the second and third songs in Tadpole Pond, if you played this casually, you were able to get to Tadpole Pond and just be able to play them. There's the single you missed, Chess.
Ah, gets me every time.
I I thought you were going to name me there, Sonny. That the other thing that it gates is my frustration at the dang minecart game.
This is a bit of a stretch, but I really want to just get my characters at this point so that they're all getting XP. And if possible, like Mallow looks like he is going to be really, really good this seed. So I kind of want to get him as soon as possible. They also have starting levels that are probably higher than Peach's current level, and that would be really nice too. Bowser seems pretty solid right now, so I have confidence that I will be able to get through a boss, but this could be a spot where I'm overextending a little bit. We'll see.
So Mario, from process of elimination, since we see Geno here, we know that Mario is going to be at the end of multiple lines, which means the minecart minigame will have Mario lifting Mario into the minecart. Normally it would be lifting Dinah and Mike.
Got that to look forward to. Okay. I just realized I hadn't checked anybody's abilities so far. Hi, Croco. By the way, Croco, the true hero of Super Mario RPG.
Yeah.
Ow.
And it's Croco 1.
Yeah, Bowser has comeback and a heal, and he's doing a lot of damage. So good news, Bowser fans. You will likely have plenty of Bowser. We're just kind of getting into combat a little bit too here, and this is probably a good time to point out about the battle animations. Sonny, or Dave, do you kind of want to talk about that a little bit too? Like why I have 2 Genos and a blue Peach right now?
So, as we mentioned earlier, with the randomization, the characters can equip weapons that they would normally not be able to equip. So, Bowser can equip Geno weapons. Geno might be able to equip Bowser weapons. The problem with the game is that those weapons all have their own unique animations that are associated with the character that they originally had in the game. So we don't have animations for other characters for those weapons. So if it's a Geno weapon, Bowser doesn't have an animation to use that Geno weapon. So the kind of workaround for that is the character basically, in essence, becomes that other character, at least their sprite, momentarily to use their weapon.
And
which creates hilarious results.
If we get any Bowser weapons that are good, you'll notice that some of the sprites just become a garbled mess.
Especially with Bowser, for whatever reason.
Particularly Bowser.
He's so beefy, takes up too many sprites, or pixels.
Well, and Bowser is a bit unique in that he has weapons that interact with other character sprites as well.
Like the Hurley gloves.
Like the Hurley gloves. That can create some interesting scenarios.
The Hurley gloves do weird things.
Just for fun, why not?
For the memes.
I just want to quickly tell chat too. There's a couple of secret Easter eggs that I want to show off. If anybody, I'm gonna put them out as bounties. If you donate $20 and ask for an Easter egg, I have 2 of them that I will show off. Also, hi Booster. Harumph.
Oh no.
Check it out.
This could be good, but it could be bad as well.
I have faith in you, Bowser.
We need to find out how much damage the
Bowser's
magic
our
does.
hybrid game. Good.
Geno also seems to be doing pretty well so far. Geno's already got 105 hit points. We're good.
And
Geno is gonna tank this fight.
Bowser's got those big beefy arms to carry us through.
Hi, everything's so expensive though. All right.
I mean, yeah, it's unfortunate because you've got, let's see, more or less 3 of the end game spells on Geno.
Yeah, I'll have to take. I'll have to take a look at what they do at some point where I'm not potentially worried about needing to heal because I need to save my flower points this fight, but. We'll see. I'm a little worried about Loco Express. Harumph! Love that word. I'm actually going to use one of my random starter mushrooms to top Bowser off here.
Hope he does not get Loco Expressed.
Oh, we're gonna be fine.
Bonk.
Yeah, it's just funny when you play this randomizer enough, you eventually just sort of learn like, oh, this spot has really high physical defense, and then due to the boss scaling, like we were kind of talking about earlier, if you get a boss that naturally has a lot of physical, yeah, that did 8, so we're good. At a spot where it's naturally high physical, then it can be like a really difficult matchup. There's also boss spots that are just unfairly hard that you wouldn't think would be particularly difficult based on the normal randomizer or the vanilla game. I'm looking at you, King Calamari, but
I mean, I'm looking at you, Bunt, with Culex there. Because the crystals actually end up taking the magic attack of Bunt.
Ew. So here's where we're going to use our Bambino Bomb. Still don't have any stars. I'm going to go get this frog coin. There's a free frog coin up here.
Yeah, by going through the door, running back to the end, a Shy Guy's going to come out on a minecart, and Mario's just going to go on a roll. Mario's turned into Sonic. We're good.
Whoops.
Just need to double check those key items and refresh memory, right?
Yep. I just remembered I haven't announced... I don't think I ever announced my little in-game donation incentive that I have... Oh! Hello, Random Supersuit. Please be good.
Hey.
Oh my gosh. Oh, they can all use it.
Oh, that is so good.
Okay, who do I not want to take any damage the entire rest of the seed? We're gonna go with Bowser.
Bowser.
Obviously Bowser. Plus he's got the ghost metal to double boost. Okay, yeah. Bowser is not going to take any damage. He's going to take 1 from everything for probably the entire rest of the seed now, so.
Well,
Bowsers.
probably up until Smithy.
Smithy might do like 4.
Yeah, the only problem that's really a thing at this point is that double boosting is not a thing. Hello, Box Boy.
That is true. What's in the box?
What is it? It's
I hope so.
So do y'all have a second for donation and some good news?
Absolutely.
Always.
We have $46 from Talserace, who says, whoops, finger slipped. And with that, we have met the grand finale galaxy in Super Mario Galaxy.
All right, good job, y'all.
And
Proud of you.
For what it's worth, it looks like Talserace took the rest of what was not needed to meet the Super Mario Galaxy, and we are now dead even at $25 each for Becky, Pocky, and Rocky in our character bid war for the next run.
Ooh.
So, and then, Blaze, did you want to plug your in-game donation incentive again?
Oh yeah, just donate. It's like, it'll be like its own incentive that's not on the tracker, but just donate $20 and say that you want an Easter egg, and I will get 2. I have 2 Easter eggs to show off at any point during the run.
Where did the Easter Bunny leave them?
That's for me to know and you all to find out.
All right, chat, you know what to do.
Where are we at on the overall total?
We are at $9,273.
Oof.
We can get that 10K. We can get that 10K in this run.
We can.
We could. I would love to see 9,500.
Yeah.
Let's start modest. We got a long way to go. Hopefully not too long, but this is a long run. But yeah, I would love to see 95K. Let's get Deltarune unlocked. How cool is that? That Helix is offering that for a game that basically just came out while we were doing submissions.
Deltarune is unlocked.
Oh, that's been met?
Wait, Deltarune's been met?
We have $1,013.61 out of $1,000 for Deltarune, so we're gonna need some of those bonus incentives, Moon.
Well, there you go. Well, I've got a couple more incentives that will be unlocked either when one of the other admins or myself gets to it. So stay tuned for more on that as we're going through today. But for now, it is time to ride the minecarts.
Are you going to do honking strats?
I mean, I'm assuming that... Oh, we got our first star too, finally. If that means honking the horn incessantly, then absolutely.
Yes.
Remind me how to honk the horn. It's LNR, right?
It's LNR.
Okay, good.
On top of that, I have a second question for you.
Yes.
And this is a challenge. Do you think you can get sub 2?
Oh no, my PB for minecart is like 210.
All right.
But I will try to minecart. Go Mario Brothers. Here we go.
Here's my challenge to you. 215 or lower, and I will throw 10.
Okay, I'm going for it. I started on my break for no reason, but we'll try to recover from that.
I tell you what, I'll match that 10 and put it and together we'll get one of those Easter eggs.
Okay, sounds good. Unfortunately, I already did the thing that I always do, and went off the track once, but hopefully that'll be the only time. Probably will not be the only time.
So the minecart minigame is actually routed in a way that if you follow the route properly, you can get sub 2 every time. As I mentioned Pidge01 earlier, she made a fantastic tutorial for the minecart minigame that I have used heavily while running this randomizer, just so that way I can actually get to a sub 2 minecart time and be able to hopefully pull it off in the vanilla run as well, as I've been working on learning that.
One of my favorite things about this randomizer is... Oh, crap. There is so much stuff that just translates really, really well from learning the randomizer to learning the vanilla game, just because the game is so execution heavy on the whole. Because I too have dabbled in the vanilla speedrun of this game, because it is so fun. And there's a really cool beginner route that's out there that if you want to complete this game in... Oh my god, I'm just talking and that's not going well. But if you want to complete this game in under 5 hours, it's not that hard.
And that beginner-friendly route is called Lazy Shell route, as you pick up the Lazy Shell weapon and deal massive physical damage with that. The other route in the game is the Super Jump route, and you have to hit 87 3-frame windows in a row.
Which is, yeah, very, very expert, but also very satisfying. If you know somebody, if you get a chance to watch someone who can do that, it is really cool. I just actually saw Questing for Glory has been going on this week, and Ryan Ford was running this game, and that was a lot of fun to watch. Ryan can do all the expert stuff, and it's a really great streamer, good speedrunner of this game. I didn't get the 215, guys, I'm sorry.
It doesn't matter, I'm donating anyway.
Aw, heck yeah.
Same.
Called your bluff. Oh yeah, we have Mario now. Okay. I think I just... it's going to be a little bit of a grind. I'm going to go back a little bit, because Mallow's going to be pretty high level. Let me go clean up some of this other stuff. And then we'll go ahead and get Mallow, because I have a feeling I'm going to end up using Mallow the entire rest of the run. It's going to be like Mallow, Bowser, and either Geno or Mario. And I'm going to get Mario in here for Peach, so... What do you have? You have Geno Beam, okay. Is that what I want? Yeah, that's fine. When you're here during the takeover, these chests actually reset, so I can come back down here and get 3 more chests. I'm not going to try to do max skip, although I can do it for vanilla, but I don't do it in the rando. And this is the secretary, I mean...
That's the clerk.
The clerk, that's right. This is one of the factory bosses. We haven't seen any bosses that are particularly scary yet, which is good and bad.
Yeah.
I mean, we've seen one that can potentially be scary, and that's Booster. Just because Booster in a bad spot is, well, Booster in a bad spot.
That is true.
What about this music?
Hang on, I gotta...
It's Piccadilly.
Oh, it's Corndilly.
Corndilly.
The music shuffle is on, so there will be good music things happening. The rest of this spot never has a star for me. Let this be the one time it has a star. Nope.
I was about to say probably not. I've only... So, to give you an idea, I've been playing this for about 2 years. I've only seen a star in Mushroom Kingdom twice.
And it's all random, but it's just there's just always that one spot that just never pays out, and for me it's always the max spot.
Same.
Oddly enough, for me, it's Barrel Volcano.
I have a funny story about that, but we can share that for later, and we have time to swap some war stories. I'm gonna go fight this.
Is it
chess
about
boss
winning
here.
against me where I went Bowser's Keep and you went Barrel Volcano?
No, but it has to do with the practicey those right before that probably influenced my decision to do that, where the only two things I had left to do were Bowser's Keep and Barrel Volcano, and I needed 2 stars. Barrel Volcano has 2 bosses, Bowser's Keep has 3, so mathematically I don't remember off the top of my head, but I think the odds of both of them being at Barrel Volcano was 1 in 10. And guess what? They were both at Barrel Volcano.
So, it's a 1 in 5 times a 1 in 4. So yeah, it's ridiculous when that happens, but it's so good.
Yeah. These things happen. It's rando. But mostly with this game, and I'm hoping that we don't have to do Bowser's Keep, but I won't be sad if we have to do Bowser's Keep. We'll talk about it when we get there. Bowser's Keep is like a minimum 15-minute time investment if you're really, really good at it. It is just a long dungeon and a lot of stuff that you have to do to get to the bosses.
Yeah, if we have to do Bowser's Keep, there's gonna
Oh, hi,
be...
Countdown.
Oh no. If we have to do Bowser's Keep, there's gonna be a lot of exploration done.
Yeah, we'll see. My team is really good right now, so I'm just really hoping for some smooth sailing for a while. Feel free to interrupt at any point if we get more donations or anything like that.
Well, I do have some donations, but real quick before that, I have a question for you all, because I was asking chat about this in the intermission before this run. So, the boss that is normally down here in Kero Sewers, how do you pronounce their name?
Belome.
Belome.
My below me has a first name.
B-L-O-M-E.
My baloney doesn't have a second name. We do have 2 donations. Sonny Wrath 11 says, throwing it to you anyway, Blaze. Love you, bro. This is for being halfway to one of the Easter eggs or finishing it off. And then Rubicante has $10 and says, I want half an Easter egg, also Pocky. So that means Pocky is now in the lead with $35 for our next run.
Okay.
And we've met one of those Easter eggs.
Alright, the first one is at Booster's Tower, which I'm going to do after that. Also, the Hammer Brothers are the cake today.
So it's a hammer cake.
It's a hammer cake. Stop, hammer cake. Anybody want cake?
But the cake is a lot.
How about that?
Wait, wrong game.
Oh gosh, I'm doing a really bad job so far of... Come on. Here, thank you.
So,
Get over here.
these snippets are a pain because of how it can be. And that's putting it in a nice way.
At least if you're playing the vanilla game and you have a bad time with the snippets, you get the payoff of Bowser kissing Peach. Or Bowser kissing Mario when you get to the cutscene after the wedding, but yeah.
But if you get the good one, you get Mario and or you get Peach kissing Mario, and then off to the side, Bowser and Booster kissing.
I mean, there's really no bad outcome.
It really is.
Kisses are being had. Everybody's having a good time. Just, you know,
Yeah.
That was a nice perfect block
cake.
on Hammer Time.
I don't see any negatives.
So, Hammer Time's perfect block timing is very late in the attack, so it's probably one of the easiest ones to miss. And in this spot, since it's both high physical and high magical attack, it can deal a lot of damage.
Yeah.
I'm gonna die before my ADHD kicks in. Kisses and Cake is going to be the name of my memoirs.
I love it.
So I kind of distributed the damage the way I did for that fight because the script for the Hammer Brothers is when one of them dies, the other one will do a defense up. So I always want to try to kill them as fast as possible to each other. And that was basically perfect. Oh, hey, there's a star here.
And the two abilities that enemies have that increase their attack and defense are Valor up for defense and Vigor up for attack.
I always say vigor.
I mean, it just depends upon how you want.
I stay Jan Vigor.
It's like in Young Frankenstein. What's your name? Igor.
Yeah.
Vigor. I'm actually going to head up here to Nimbus Land really quick and get that really good Mallow weapon that's just chilling here.
Since Mallow is probably going to be a high level, I'm expecting 10 or 11.
Yeah.
It's going to be our best fluff.
He's also going to be chucking all the things. This is going to be great. Good job, Mallow.
Oh, he gets the Hurley gloves?
Yes!
So, remember what I said about the messed up sprites due to Bowser weapons? We're about to see that in action. It's
right.
going to be beautiful.
109, 29, 70. Can you...
Yeah, Valentina tends to get
No,
pretty
you can't
interesting
use
with
that.
Oh, good lord, does she.
With her,
that's fine.
let's throw up the air
Oh,
quotes
but
here.
Gino has so many hit
Physics.
points, though. Hold on.
The
I take that
Valentina
back.
Physics.
Yeah, we let's abstain from too much discussion about the Valentina physics, but yes.
just throw just the air quotes.
Yes, yes. Mallow is also only level 6. That is very odd. I don't remember exactly how the levels get determined for when you get characters, but I would absolutely expect a character coming from Marymore to be like level 9 or 10.
You'll see the air quote physics we're talking about later.
Maybe.
Potentially.
This is going to be a very lucrative booster tower run because I already have both the Elder Key and the Room Key, which is going to unlock the 2 hidden items in here.
Nice
Also,
ice
Booster's
ball.
Tower has the best music.
And hey,
Oh, here's our first
Yes.
Easter egg, by the way. Hold on, I want to make sure everybody gets to see this.
Oh yeah, this is awesome.
oh, this Easter egg is fantastic. We have ventured into the world of 8-bit.
And then if you try to leave the room, it's like,
Hurry up.
ah, we're naked. Or something. I just imagine that because he runs back behind the curtain. He's like, oh, my bits are showing. I got one more Easter egg to show y'all, again, for another $20 donation specifically for that, because it's kind of like an unofficial bid war, or incentive, so go ahead and donate 20 bucks, request it, and you will see something else really cool that you probably don't know is in this game. Like another super suit, for example. Wow.
Hey.
Are you super
Honey,
super-
where's my super suit? If I find one more, I will
You will never
basically be
taking
unkillable
damage.
for the entire rest of the seed.
So the combination to get the Elder Key spot cleared stays the same no matter what. As far as I know, that's not getting randomized in the next version, but there are some other things that are changing in the next version of Super Mario RPG Randomizer.
And there are some things that are randomized or can be randomized that are puzzles in the current version. The one that comes to mind that I really hope I don't have to do because it is just a headache is the in Bowser's Keep there's the button mini game. That is randomized currently, and it is not very fun to do. So we'll see how that goes. That's still... Oh yeah, plus attack. Yeah, that'll work.
Easy.
Hey, look, everybody's got... I've got all my stuff equipped. That's pretty great.
That's
I always take this room really slow because if you step on a bad square, you get an encounter, by the way.
So, the way that you know that you're on safe squares are any of the ones that are adjacent to where the coins are placed.
Oops. Or you have a little map up like I do, because I'm really bad at jumping in this game, clearly.
I have to do it too.
Oh my
Jump.
gosh. There we go.
Oddly enough, in the seed that I was playing yesterday, I screwed up that jump 7 times as well, so I feel
It's one of the harder jumps. I am going to do the curtain mini game. It's a little slower, but it's just too much fun, and I love showing this game off. All the cool little quirky mini games in this game are just... That's the charm and the personality.
So fun.
Yep. Also, it's not one of my official Easter eggs, but there is a Samus doll in Booster's toy box. And it is very cute and needs a plushy cuddle.
On the bottom left of that box.
So this mini game is the Sniffets checking the curtains, and you just have to make sure you are standing on one of the 2 tiles that is behind a closed curtain when they open it. If you get caught 3 times, it proceeds immediately to the boss fight. But if you make it all the way to the end, you do get an item. It's not like a special item, so that's why if I'm speedrunning this, I normally just let myself get caught 3 times, but we'll show it off for the marathon.
So there's a fun little gimmick with the Sniffets, and it's their eyesight is so bad that you can have Mario poking out just ever so slightly of... Well, I say ever so slightly. You can literally have half of his sprite poking out of one of the curtains if it's on the left side, and they won't see you.
It's true.
You can kind of get like just his nose poking out the right side and they won't notice. And it looks funny.
Mario is oddly invisible in this game a lot of the times, it feels like.
Nice bomb. So, question in chat from Arifim asking, why is Booster a Ghastly? That is because of the boss randomization and the sprites that show up for the bosses. This is either going to be Hydon or Pinnerite.
Yep, so we've already seen Box Boy. There's 3 of them total. This is going to be a theme for a while. My party not taking any damage. Oh, there's a broken sprite. Okay.
Yeah, we're in there.
Welcome to Broken Sprite Land.
Welcome to Hurley Glove.
Yes.
It's all good, though. We just get more Bowser this way. I should check your abilities. Oh, he's got Group Hug, too. Perfect. Love you, Mallow.
Ooh.
Well, Mallow's
Mallow too
owned
good.
by the party.
Mallow is the best white mage.
We have time for a quick donation.
Absolutely.
Wag donates $20 and says, whoops, Tanuki is winning again. So Rocky is now at $45 for the character bid war for our upcoming run. So
Okay.
I will leave it to you, Blaze, to decide. They donated $20, but they didn't say anything about an Easter egg, so does that
Doesn't
count
count.
or not? Doesn't
Does
count.
not count. Nope. I'm gonna be a hard you know what about this. You want your Easter egg, you gotta donate for it. If I could put it on the tracker, I would, but I'm kind of busy right now.
Yeah. And chat, I'll note that if you donate $107 right now, you can snipe 9,420.
Oh my. I got another red essence, which is actually an item that I don't need anymore. Just really quick, when I do these level ups, my general rule is if I can get at least 5 hit points, I always take that. In part because hit points are like the one thing that you can't really manipulate through gear at all, and 5 is just fine. Like I'll never be unhappy to get 5 extra hit points. But otherwise, I will go for either attack or magic defense. I guess they're kind of... It's either physical or magic. Attack and defense are the other two options. But you have to kind of start checking around, so it gets to be a little long and tedious. So that's why I usually just go with my 5 hit point rule, unless somebody's already got like 160 hit points, then I kind of don't care anymore. But that's just my general rule for leveling up. I don't know what yours is, Sonny.
I look for 120 or higher. After I hit 120, then I usually start working on just powering up my physical attacks, just because I get mage head on smithing more often than not, so I deal a ton of damage.
We love mage head. Mage head's the best head.
And
If you don't know what we're talking about, you'll see in a little bit. Also, shoutouts to Johnny for being awesome.
Oh yeah, and that red essence could come in handy towards the end of the run, honestly.
So if it's going to come in handy, it's actually... I need to see if I have protection from mushroom, but it's probably going to come in handy against that Mega Smilax that is in Seaside Town.
Well, because also considering if Petal Blast does the mushroom effect.
Yep. I can just throw it on, or I guess the cake could be another one.
Yeah,
but the protection from status effects is probably more important than the protection from damage right now, if I'm being honest.
Yeah. So, you may have noticed Johnny use Get Tough. That does the same as Valor Up. And he turns red.
He does.
And Valor Up just halves the damage that he takes. It's a defense boost, and every boost in the game will increase whatever set of stats by 50%. So,
yeah, we'll probably get to a point where we have to talk about boosting a little bit more. I'm sort of holding off on that for now, but those double arrows I know we talked about earlier, that's an example. There's also an ability called Geno Boost that I don't think any of my party members have learned yet. That will do the same thing. They do not stack. There's also items that grant those. They also do not stack, so...
Yeah, there are a total of 5 items in the game that will boost stats. That would be the Bracer, the Energizer, the Crystalline, the Power Blast, and last but not least, the Yoshi-Aid. The Energizer and the Power Blast both increase attack, the Bracer and the Crystalline increase defense, and then the Yoshi-Aid effectively is Geno Boost in an item.
Yes. And I'm really happy with my defense, obviously, which is good for a marathon run, kind of like a casual run, showing this game off. I would really, really like some more DPS soon, so I'm gonna check a couple things after this fight and figure out where I want to go next. But in the meantime, bye, Johnny, and it's nice not to have to worry about dying too much, I will say that, so...
Now, for the uninitiated here, Sonny, why were we not taking out the ads in that fight?
So, if you take out the Bandana Blues in the Johnny fight, then it becomes a 1 versus 1 against Johnny, and the character that's chosen for the 1v1 with Johnny is the character that's in the first slot, or the top left slot. And in this case, that would have been Mallow. And speaking of Geno Boost, hey, I saw you learn Geno Boost.
Yep. And I'm also going back into the tower because I love the music. I mean, there's a key item I can get now.
After defeating the Knife Guy, Great Guy spot, which is where Johnny was, that allows you to play the minigame with Knife Guy. Now, normally you would have to win this, if I remember correctly, 100 times in order to get the bright card.
Yeah. Thankfully, we only have to win it once.
Exactly. And it could be the bright card, it could be the temple key, it could be something like, I don't know, the Reaper flag.
I just have to laugh because he did it. Oh, what am I doing? That was a mistake. And I can't run from this fight. So we'll be here for a minute. But anyway, that's another $1 for Trans Lifeline. Whoa, Sniffets, why do you have such high defense?
Nice too.
Do we have any more donations? Because this was a mistake and I'd like everybody to be distracted by something cooler.
Unfortunately, we do not have any donations right now.
Well, tell us about Trans Lifeline. How about that?
I can tell you a lot about Trans Lifeline. In addition to Trans Lifeline's crisis hotline and support services, the Trans Lifeline Microgrants program offers grants for legal name changes, updated name and gender markers on IDs and passports, immigration documents, and more. To learn more about this program, including how to apply for a microgrant, please visit translifeline.org/microgrants.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness.
So I was getting really excited because I like to show this off because this is something I learned recently and I did it wrong. But if you just walk off that platform, you should land on there to finish that, to get that item that's up on the thing. Hopefully it wasn't anything good. And I'm going to go to Tadpole Pond now because I have a cricket pie, cricket jam, and I can do the second song. And as far as items go, I actually need to run back to Mushroom Kingdom too, because I have the rare frog coin now. Got a Jinx belt. I seem to remember that's good. So I can just go kind of get a bunch of key items right now, and the one I'm really looking for still... Ooh, that is very good.
Castle Key too.
And it also had Mushroom Protection, which I can put it on Mallow, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I need Castle Key 2, and I'm still looking for that Bright card. Oh, you know what? I didn't talk to him twice, so I didn't get my frog coins. Hold on, I'll do this first. I was so excited about the Jinx belt.
The Jinx belt is really, really good in this seed. The only downside that you have on it is the speed lowering. But
I did that wrong. Whoops.
even that's not that big of a problem.
That should have been a... That fifth note should have been 1. Yeah, that one was wrong. This is a little bit of like a... I don't know. It's like mastermind or something. I can't remember what you would call it. But if you get notes right, it will tell you. But
You're right, it's Mastermind.
It is Mastermind.
I didn't know if that's like the version everybody knew or just like the version I knew. I'll make sure I don't screw this up again. It's one of those things that I actually have this memorized. It's just like I hit the wrong button.
Yeah, after running this enough times, you literally memorize every little thing that you have to do. And with the movement that is in this game, as this is a very movement-heavy game, even that becomes ingrained into muscle memory.
Yep. What a load of crap, though, right? I'm joking because I got the fertilizer.
I mean, I would still call it that. Because that's what fertilizer is.
I mean, I actually want to get the seed and fertilizer because it's one of my favorite cutscenes. I don't have an Alto card even yet. Wow. I have a lot of frog coins though, and I do seem to remember that there was something really good to buy with them in Seaside Town. Oh, and this is where my pick-me-ups are
$5
too.
wallets.
Yeah.
I have way too much of something. Oh, I can sell that now. Keep those. I actually really like Fright Bombs. I'm gonna get rid of this Sleepy Bomb, though. Okay, that looks fine for now. I'm gonna get one more pick-me-up.
Going to recommend keeping the Sleepy Bomb in case of a certain evil boss. I think you.
I also
know what
like
I'm
to live
talking about.
dangerously. That's actually perfect, though, that I just got that extra injection of coins because I'm about to go do my next... What am I doing here? I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm not doing this fight. I was coming to buy the accessory, I believe. Although my accessories might be good now. I'll have to check. We'll see what this guy's got again.
Having the extra Jinx belts probably wouldn't be bad as they do give mushroom protection.
Yeah, I'll definitely keep that. It was the Quartz Charm for 24. That is a really good.
Yeah.
Let me just make sure this isn't anything I want. I don't think it is. Yeah, I'm just gonna get another Quartz Charm. Especially later on. So this is giving me plus 24. That's giving me double. I'm already getting double, actually. I'm gonna keep the Jinx Belt on for now. But that's not gonna hurt anything that I just spent those frog coins. It's really not that big of a deal.
Jinx Belt and the Quartz Charm backwards, because I thought the Jinx Belt was the speed lowering one, but no, Jinx Belt's boosting speed by 14.
It's mostly the double attack that I don't need right now, because he's already getting it from his weapon. So if my weapon changes, then it'll probably be time to put the Quartz Charm on, but otherwise I kind of don't mind. Alright, so I don't have the temple key right now, which I'd ideally like to have before doing this, but I'm doing really good on gear, so it's fine. I'm gonna go do my big major XP, mid-game XP injection, because despite my armor being really good, my levels are actually pretty low right now, and that is definitely handicapping my attack stats, so this will help with that quite a bit.
So, I did not mention this earlier because it completely slipped my mind to mention it, but now is a very good time to mention it. Blaze is jumping on the bottom of the flowers in order to face up left, so that way one rotation.
Trying to.
Yeah. That way one rotation will have him facing directly where he needs to go.
Not the bees! Y'all know I love bees.
Bees?
Bees?
In this climate?
Not the bees!
Are they in your eyes?
I don't know why the in this climate gets me every time.
So this is a little bit of a boring part of the run. I have to go through these sand whirlpools, but again, the reason I'm doing this is I'm going to get so much XP from doing this now. And you'll see why in just a second, but this is as far as a speedrun, I hate doing this, but it's kind of a necessary evil in my opinion, because you really need to kind of get through that hump of the early game to the mid game XP wise, because you really will start hitting the wall with like bosses. If I tried to go to like the sunken ship right now, my damage would just be terrible, and there's at least one boss there that has a bajillion hit points, King Calamari, so I always like to do this if possible before I go to the sunken ship. So
Would you like to know the exact number of HP, Blaze?
I mean, it's like 2,000, I want to say. It's a lot.
Close enough. 2,500.
Yeah, even more.
It's a long
Over
fight.
2,000.
And that boss spot hits like a truck. If
Yeah.
it's like a physical boss, it is not a fun time.
It hits like a truck even if it's a magical boss, because King Calamari does have a good amount of magical attack.
So yeah, so we're gonna be just kind of zipping through whirlpools and then checking out Belom's temple, getting a bunch of XP along the way here.
So if this is a boring part of the run, I do have some donations to read.
Yeah, this is kind of like the grind of the run, so this would be a great time for some donations.
All right, well, I have $10 from When Wolves Cry Out. There's no comment attached to that, but thank you for that generous donation to Trans Lifeline. And then JD Puppy donates $20 and says, "May I have an Easter egg, Mr. Moonblazewolf, pretty please?"
Absolutely, we'll get that for you after we get down here.
And so, an update on what that means for our bid war is that Pocky and Rocky are both now tied with $55, and Becky is way back with 25. So that's where we stand on our bid war for the next game.
Okay, yeah, that's a good bid war. Let's get some more donations for that for Ferret Dippity, who is got a lot of runs in this marathon and just so talented, running so many different games. I'm very jealous.
And such a variety of games too. They're just all over the place.
Oh yeah, good stuff from Ferret.
So
But yeah, you're seeing right here, I'm getting levels on basically every fight. And in addition to that, I'm also got at least 2 elixirs already, which, for whatever reason, these spots really like to drop the good items.
yeah, it's almost like the good items get weighted to this spot, because there are seeds that you'll get fire bombs, there are seeds that you'll get rock candies, there are seeds that you'll get ice bombs.
Yeah.
And it's just crazy with some of the items.
There we go. I'm glad I got everything. I was worried I was getting too many levels. It was going to keep me from actually getting through all the enemies.
Yeah, and the problem with that is that you may have noticed that there was a slight pause in movement whenever those level ups were popping up. Hello, super jump on Gino. That pause happens whenever multiple levels are gained from one enemy kill.
Thank you, sir. May I have another?
Absolutely.
Now, when you're doing the vanilla speedrun of this game, you actually death abuse here to do this many times. We're only going to do it once here, mostly because I don't have any confidence that those enemies will be able to kill me if I try to reset and do it again.
So, depending upon the route, you actually can do this once, because the super jump route uses a glitch that we haven't seen here, called the ability swap glitch. And that is used to swap Shocker onto Toadstool as well as Geno Blast?
Yes.
Yes, Geno Blast onto Toadstool.
Yep, it's a really cool glitch. It's actually very easy to do. There's not a ton of reason to do it in the randomizer because you can figure out when a character is going to gain a level, but you don't know what the ability is that they're going to get, so it doesn't really make a lot of sense to do it.
Alright, so this statue that's about to be hit has a 50-50 shot of either sending Blaze to the Balloon 2 spot or having that happen.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm not accepting visitors past my pit.
Now, if I had the temple key, that would be my cue to go down there and get a bunch of items and such, but I am unfortunately not getting that. That did just remind me, though, that I do want to go back and do Booster Pass after this. Oh, it's actually him. Is it vanilla? Is this even randomized?
Is it 2?
It is.
Oh gosh.
So this is gonna be fine. It's not a big deal. It's just gonna be a little bit of a long fight. I have a lot of confidence in Mallow and Bowser to do good damage here. If he clones Bowser, I might care, but I don't think I'm gonna care. So I'm gonna actually try. I don't think there's any point in. Well, he can Geno boost himself. I think that'll help his defense. Except I missed it, but that's because my game audio is a little quieter than it normally is today. A lot of the stuff in this game has audio cues, and it's really interesting how much timing. There's so much stuff to learn in this game. Also, Bowser's not repulsive. Come on now. Don't be mean.
So the Bowser clones can do a lot of damage, but because of the Super Suit giving 127 defense, which is the maximum amount that an item will give of any one stat, yeah, there's not going to be a lot of damage going out.
Geno's in danger, but everybody else is going to be fine.
Aurora Flash. And in Vanilla, it inflicts sleep, so in this case, with the status effect randomization, it rolled its vanilla status effect. It can roll Sleep, Mute, Scarecrow, Fear, Poison, and I think that's all of them.
Yeah.
And that Fright Bomb, you notice that it did 150 damage. That's due to Geno having boosted magic attack now, as the bombs are based off of magic attack instead of physical attack.
Yep. There's also an item that I really wish I had, and I haven't seen one anywhere so far, called the Star Egg, that is basically like that magic attack, but it's as an item, and you can use it over and over again.
It's a guaranteed 100 damage unless boosted, then it becomes 150 damage guaranteed. It does eat up more time to use, but if you're doing more damage... Hello, Scarecrow. If you're doing more damage than what the Star Egg would deal, then using the Star Egg isn't really worth it, unless you're fighting a large group of monsters.
It is always worth it for the Star Dance.
You got to do it at least once.
You got me there.
Oh, that was a waste of an ice bomb, and I didn't even freebie. Come on, you're supposed to. I'm supposed to freebie if that happens. Oh well.
So every item in the game has a 25% chance to freebie, except for the red essence, which has a 12.5% chance. That's the only item that has that specific chance of freebieing.
Still, it just makes you feel even better when you get a red essence freebie, though. Oh, yeah, I was worried you were going to have really high defense.
While we're getting through the rest of this fight, Ruby, do you have anything?
I don't have any donations right now, but I can remind people when you're making a donation, be sure to assign it to an incentive or a bid war, like that bid war for Pocky, Rocky, or Becky we have coming up. Help unlock bonus games and cool runner showcases, or just put your own personal stamp on a run. You can see all of our active incentives and their progress on the donation page. For a list of all upcoming incentives and bid wars, use the command !incentives in chat. That said, I think aside from that bid war coming up, everything right now is met, but we're going to get some more added in, so definitely keep an eye on that later today.
Yep, we do have more stuff to do. Yeah, I'm just going to keep defending. I was like, let's try out one of Gino's random abilities, but it's fine. We'll just keep going here.
If you had Psychopath, then you could figure out what Bowser's weak to. But unfortunately, Psychopath, I don't think we've seen yet.
So one of the things I really like about this game that carries over into a lot of the RPG Super Mario games, like Paper Mario and such, is Bowser actually has the personality, and it is kind of self-deprecating. Ooh, star. Okay, that was worth it. And a lot of the dialogue gets cut out in this game, but there's so much good Bowser dialogue in this game if you play it vanilla. It's genuinely funny.
Yeah, Bowser's great.
I still need to go do the rare frog coin. I don't know why I keep forgetting to do that. I'm gonna go do that right now.
They do a really good job of adding a lot of personality to Mario while he still continues to say nothing.
Yeah,
No
yeah.
kidding there. His pantomiming is on point.
Good sprite art really can make the difference. Now, Sonic, remind me too. Can I do Tadpole 3 now, or is that Bean Valley?
You can do Tadpole 3. Below Temple, and after you finish Below Temple, you can do... hey, there's your alto card. You can do Tadpole 3.
Okay, I'm going to go do that now, because I'm still looking for Castle Key 2, and there's not a lot of spots left.
Which, I'm kind of worried it might be behind Castle Key 1.
It's not the worst thing, but my DPS is so bad right now.
Yeah, and the Burdetta spot may not play ball.
Yep. This is the one that I don't do very much, because... There we go. A lot of times you don't have to do this check, so... Alright, update some of this.
Talking about
That is just rude, game. Why would you do that to anyone? Did I get this? I didn't get the seed yet, did I? Oh, I have the seed and the fertilizer. Okay, we have to go do my favorite cutscene. Oh, and hold on, and I have to go do, and I'll do that with the other Easter egg that JD donated for, because it's also in Rose Town. So we'll go do that right now. So we'll do the Easter egg first. It's gonna be in the inn here.
is there
So-
some news in there?
There might be. We might have a roommate.
Hmm.
Oh, good. JD's here. I can't remember if it's going to do it. Yep, there he is. We got another roommate here. Who does that look like, chat?
Who's that Pokemon?
I'll give you a
Pikachu.
hint.
Trying to get me in trouble on stream.
So anyway, there's the link in the bed Easter egg that happens if you stay at the Rosetown Inn at least twice.
Oh, it's Metal Gear.
And this is my favorite guy in the game. This is the gardener. And hi, I'm the gardener. See that huge planter? I've spent many years seeking the legendary seed and fertilizer to fill it with, but no luck. If only I could find them. Incredible, I can't believe it. It's legendary seed. I've read about it in all ancient gardening texts. It's so rare. Can you even begin to comprehend what a huge discovery this is? I spent my whole life... I can't actually keep up, and that is not... Like, it advances by itself.
It's too much,
Well,
I tell ya.
It's too much. Say, will you give me the seed?
No.
I finally have it! This is extraordinary! Egads, do you know what you have there? This fertilizer comes from the Shyaway clan, famous for its miraculous feats of gardening. I looked even beyond the cliffs, even beyond Bean Valley, but I failed. I traveled around the world, and blah 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 blah.
Wait,
Yes, you might say I have fertilizer on the brain. Will you give it to me? Yes. Oh, thank you. I finally have both the seed and the fertilizer. I'll try them out right away. This cutscene's so long, you almost never do it in the speedrun, but I just like showing off this game, like I said. I'll plant the seed, then give it the fertilizer. Nothing's happening. Shocked Mario.
Could it be?
More pantomiming. Wow! This is amazing! This is unreal. This is like winning the lottery, only without taxes. I mean, this is like falling out of the airplane without a parachute and hitting a gaggle of geese in midair who break your fall. Wait till I tell my buddies over at Happy Gardeners Monthly about this. Maybe they'll even have a feature on me in the next issue. And I'm gonna pass out now, because I ran out of oxygen. But anyway, this is where the lazy shells are in the original game, by the way.
I need more
Ah.
coffee.
Hey, we got a lazy shell. Let's see if I got a good weapon. These potentially could both be good weapons here, so... This is
I've been randomized.
That
Oh, not
could
at
both be
all.
good.
These are both terrible. Okay, that wasn't worth it. But hey, it was fun, right? We had a good time.
I mean, that lazy shell's not bad for speed. That's about
Parts
it.
the friends we made along the way.
That is true.
Even the NPCs in this game just got so much love. Like, because I left my bazooka at home this morning. Jeez.
That is another really good line.
That's probably the most well-known line in the game.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it's
Also
just
everything,
a random
also
note.
everything that Croco says.
Croco's just the best.
All right,
You got
we're gonna
all
go
the
do the
things.
sunken ship now. I'm definitely running out of key item spots to check, which means that it's kind of a little bit of a predicament because there is a key item at the Bean Valley check, but I kind of don't want to do that yet because when I go to Bean Valley, I want to already have the bright card so that I can open the way to the casino. So I'm in a little bit of a tough spot right now, so I think I'm just going to do this first, and then that'll give me more time to think about what I want to do.
Don't forget that you haven't defeated Mega Smilex.
Yes, that is also a key item check that I should probably do soon. We'll do that after this.
And to be completely honest, the ship is going to be a very good place for getting the EXP for some stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, Merles.
Merles? What is that? Oh, it's Valentina. Okay, this is not going to be very fun. Who's got more attack out of you two? 140, 161. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna keep Bowser in the middle.
Yeah,
We're gonna be here a while.
this is going to take quite a while. As I said earlier, this spot has 2,500 HP, and since it's Valentina and Dodo, that becomes 1,250 HP per.
But in a way that will actually help me because I don't have to defeat Dodo. I don't think this is gonna be that bad.
Probably not, considering you did get quite a few levels while you were in Bean Valley going through the Lone Temple.
Yeah.
It's going to make it, I would say, substantially easier. Hey, Flutterhush doesn't inflict mute this time.
If that inflicts mushroom, it is like the worst thing that can possibly happen to your run.
The Scarecrow's pretty bad too.
Yeah. Yeah, no, this is going to be fine.
So, if a character gets turned into a Scarecrow, they cannot attack and they cannot use items. They can only use spells or defend. If a character is muted, they cannot cast any spells or use items, if I remember correctly. No, they can use items.
They can use items, yeah.
They can't cast.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of a Super Mario RPG ROM hack that actually has a disable status. That's called Super Mario RPG again.
But I'm not even getting out of phase 1 just because of how many hit points this boss has, but these things happen. We're doing fine.
You shouldn't sew your pocket shut, yeah? Agreed.
I mean, it would suck if it did, to be honest.
One thing that's really important about just in general, and you saw me checking before I knew this fight, I knew that Dodo was going to steal the middle character, which is why I was checking the stats of my middle character to make sure it was going to be the best fit for doing the solo fight. But that is something that can completely catch you off guard if you're just playing the randomizer normally. You'll just run into Valentina in an odd spot where you can't see what the sprite is first. And if you don't have the right character in the middle slot, you will probably have a pretty bad time.
Oddly enough, that if I remember correctly, that actually happened to me during the race against Oxwoods. I had the wrong character in the middle slot.
It's a thing that happens a lot. Alright, we're doing good though. This is going fine.
But while this Valentina fight is going, if we have any donations or to contact.
We still do not have any donations. Guys, don't forget, all this fun that we are having this weekend, we are doing it for Trans Lifeline. Since 2014, Trans Lifeline's hotline has evolved from an entirely volunteer-run operation into a comprehensive resource that employs trans-identified staff and volunteers in a variety of roles. Hotline operators have already logged thousands of hours and are committed to being a reliable resource for years to come with your support. For more information, please visit translifeline.org. So chat, let's support them. Get those donations coming in.
Yes, we got about 12 hours of marathon left, chat, and we want to break our fastest first marathon PB for Trans Lifeline. I did not know you could get into an encounter with those. Wow.
Yeah, the alley rats.
Well, the annoying thing about this room, there's several annoying rooms in the ship, but usually it's the fact that you're getting knocked off by the bullet bills that they're shooting. They'll knock you into the room below. And then you have to just go back and do that again. This is kind of a fun spot here. Oh, come on. There we go. There we go. Fun little secret in that room that not a lot of people might know about.
Yeah, the Mario clone in there, if you're running, it won't jump. But if you're walking, it will jump. And it'll jump at the exact same height that you do, so you can't jump on top of its head.
Hey, it's Dodo again.
Didn't we just see you?
I love it when silly stuff like this happens.
I guess after he failed Valentina, she got mad and just stuffed him in a treasure chest.
Oh, this is still... I really wish I had a star egg. Ugh, oh well. My favorite is still... I went to the Monstro Town Jinx fights, which is actually 4 boss fights in a row, and both Krokos were there. It was great. That's my story.
Oh, You just made me think back to a seed that I had that it would Croco 1, Mac, below 1, and then Croco 2.
Yeah, this game definitely feels like it has this, like, the randomizer itself sometimes feels like it has its own sense of humor. It's pretty great. Also, I'm very sorry for the flickering sprites. There just isn't anything I can do about it, and it has to do with having too many Bowsers in my party.
It's the magic of the Bowser weapons. Even if you have just the one character that equips a Bowser weapon, it messes with the sprites regardless.
Yep.
Bowser weapons are too strong for the game.
Yes, too OP. Please do not nerf.
Bye, Dodo.
Bye-bye.
My pants are on fire. Oh, I still have those work pants. Those are really good too. Lazy Shell does have pretty good magic attack up, but I want to check something actually. Anybody...
The Lazy Shell...
Oh wow, I should be using... Okay, I've been doing this a little wrong. I need to be using Geno boosts with Geno every time. Because they don't... My main two characters actually do not have boosted attack right now. I did not realize this. Anyway, go ahead, Sonny. You were going to say something?
I forgot what I was going to say, but...
Oh, was it about this the evilest room in the game right here?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't get into an encounter though. The fish were very nice to me today.
So these fish have some sort of homing mechanic, and it's just evil. You can have rooms like Blaze you can have times where Blaze just did where you don't get an encounter, and then you can have other times where you're literally sitting in that room for 5 minutes, if not longer, and you're just like, stop.
Because you'll like get stuck in a spot where you'll get hit by the star, and then you'll get hit by the fish, and the way running away works in this game is you get iframes, but it's only on the one enemy that you ran from. So a lot of times you'll just like have to take the fight because you can't get out of the cycle of getting into the encounter otherwise.
And it can be very evil. If a bandana... So, with the bandana reds, if they are the last enemy in a battle and their turn comes up, they'll just immediately flee.
Like that.
And you saw 2 enemies and only one showed up. The other one decided, it's my day off.
Oh, heck. Hi. Oh, and I didn't get a heal before this. Oh, this is exciting.
Time to boost.
Got a boost. And I got a heal. This is... Yeah. Hey, everybody, we found Kulex.
Yay!
I am anti.
So the only thing I'm gonna say, this shouldn't be that bad. Mostly because my defense, but also this spot doesn't have very high magic attack, so Geno might be a little bit of an issue, but I honestly don't even need him to finish the fight. And this spot only has about 800 hit points, so it shouldn't even be that long of a fight either.
It does have 800 hit points, and in the vanilla game, this is where the 100 super jumps are performed for 867 damage.
Yep.
Or 800 yeah, it's 867. And that's just to instantly be done with Johnny.
Yep. But yeah, Kulex is a pretty difficult fight if you're playing the game casually, because this is a very high magic spot. One of the ways that you typically will deal with these kinds of fights is stuff like Geno Boost or those items, but Kulex does an ability called Shredder every other turn that removes all of your boosts. So he will probably do that here in just a second. Yep, and I'm going to lose my attack boost, but that's okay. Geno doesn't really have anything better to do at this point anyway.
You also lose your defense boost from the items. It does remove that boost.
Oh, from your equipment?
It doesn't take it off of the equipment, but it does remove it for the battle status.
Oh yeah, yeah. So like if I didn't have the double arrows on my accessory and I had used like a crystalline or something, it would take that off.
Yeah. But right now you're basically at whatever values your defense and magic defense are, as well as your attack and magic attack are.
Yep.
Shredder is a nasty ability, and there is a category in the vanilla game that is QLEX RTA, single segment run. And one of your best friends in this fight is quite literally red essences.
Yep. But because I have those 2 super suits that are actually good, you can get seeds where the super suit doesn't do anything, and it's just one of the most frustrating things.
Ah, my usual seed.
Yeah, but this one we got really good super suits, so it's not threatening. It's just kind of longish. I guess Gino could die, but this is fun. I'm glad we got to fight Kulex. And then as soon as he's dead, the crystals will just kind of pop. We get the cool battle music.
The crystals are gone.
Yeah.
And level up.
Right. Lots of level up music. And no star, sadly. So we did that whole thing for no stars, but that's okay.
But you did.
Well, I'm glad we found Kulex, and I'm glad he didn't chew me up and spit me out.
Now, I missed it. Did we see Sandstorm come out for the Earth Crystal?
No, we did not.
We still don't know what status ailment Sandstorm could give, and there are 2 bosses left that could cast Sandstorm.
Gives me a status ailment.
But we're gonna fight this Mega Smilax now.
Uncontrollable urge to go do 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 do.
This fight has a wonderful NPC called the Shy Away, who's watering the plants. La di da, hi ho dee dum. There, my pretties. Oh wow. Those actually have a lot of hit points. I would not have guessed that.
Thanks, my Darudes.
Yeah, we'll likely see Petal Blast here. Sandstorm's a little scary. Just the cake at a difficult spot is very scary, just kind of in its own right.
That's an oof.
So we'll see what happens here.
Do you want me to be evil and give my prediction?
Yes.
Cake at Valentina.
I already know that's not the case, because I know Valentina is something.
That's my evil prediction. My nice prediction is Cake at Mega Smilax.
Rude.
That would be very bad. I've fought that recently, I want to say. God, I wish I could remember what was at Valentina. It was whatever the statues were that we saw earlier.
It was Magikoopa.
It's Magikoopa.
That's right. Actually, that's not fun either. It's mostly just annoying. That fight's gonna take a while.
Yeah, the Valentina spot has, I think it's 3,000 HP. I can't remember off the top of my head for sure. It's a lot, and it even in the vanilla game it takes a while. But the most major downside right now is the lack of physical attack power. Even with Geno boost, there's not a whole lot of damage going out.
Yeah, I've got ways to work with it a little bit, but I do need somebody that can actually like deal damage to Smithy, which I feel like I kind of don't have right now. So we'll figure it out. We'll get some more levels. It'll be fine. Okay. Oh, nice.
And there's the Petal Blast and Mega Smilax doing the kissy. I love the animations for Mega Smilax.
Yeah. Toothy.
Because it just kisses twice and is like, ah.
There we go. I have confidence Bowser is going to get there and be able to do a lot of damage. Mallow, I'm not sure about. And also, Geno normally Geno has very naturally high attack, and this seed he does not. Doesn't seem like, so.
I think
But
once you hit Barrel Volcano, you'll end up finding something nice. Because
I hope so.
there are only 2 shops that are still unchecked. And those 2 shops are Hinopio's shop as well as Croco's shop and Bowser's Keep.
Yeah, but weapon... I mean, the thing I'm actually kind of looking for that I haven't seen yet is the attack scarf. I think I haven't seen that yet, and hopefully that is really good.
No, you saw it.
I did?
It didn't have any attack on it.
Yeah, it was the worst attack scarf in the world.
Oh, no wonder I forgot it. Or, I've blocked it out. Okay, we're gonna go to Bean Valley now. I jumped to the tenor card somehow. That's cool.
You got the Alto card earlier.
Oh, did I? Okay. Oh, I did. That's right. I remember that now. More bees. Thankfully, they were playing nice.
Unfortunately, still no bright card yet. And
Yeah, we might have to do this twice, but it is what it is.
if you're lucky enough, Mega Smilax Spot will end up dropping the bright card.
That would be cool. There are 2 bosses back here, so... I'm willing to risk it. Oh, it's Balloon 1. This will be very easy.
Oh, perfect. Easy fight.
Although I should have done the boost there, I wasn't thinking. Oh well. I don't know, there's something about how... I'm trying to remember. There's something about how the stats work in this game where there's like a threshold, and once you get past that threshold, you basically just get raw damage on top of what your attacks would normally do. Does that sound right, Sonny? I'm probably not describing it very well.
Yeah, there's a threshold on your stats, and after you hit that threshold, it then just starts compounding damage almost exponentially.
Yeah, but it's like your attack versus the enemy's defense, I guess is what I meant.
Yeah, more or less. And with each spot having variable amounts of defense, and then the bosses themselves naturally having whatever defense they may have, it can either be very, very good, depending based upon your equipment, or very, very bad. In the case of this spot, it's not super high on physical defense, or really magic defense for that matter.
Yeah. That's annoying.
I mean, it's vanilla Scarecrow Funk. You do have Psychopath.
Who has Psychopath? Bowser?
Bowser.
Okay, good to know.
So, Psychopath in the randomizer is very nice. In the vanilla game, it normally just shows HP in some sort of flavor text. But in the randomizer, it will actually display what an enemy is weak to, what an enemy is immune to, and then it'll give a list of status ailments.
Yep.
And whatever status ailments don't show up are the ones that will land.
Pop! I like how because it's got the Mallow sprite from the weapon that Geno is using, that you get the little that was scary text.
And occasionally, the characters will stay as whatever character sprite.
That's 5. I need 7 to go to the final boss, and I really need to find that bright card soon. That would be cool. Like right now would be great. Ah! Oh well.
Chat, I still have no donations. So how about y'all donate and tell us in the donations where you think these last 2 stars are?
Yeah, I don't have a ton left to do. I'm gonna do the box boy fight here. I have to do the Jinx bosses. There's two boss checks that could give me a star at Jinx. There's the 2 barrel volcano bosses. There's the 3 Nimbus Land bosses, and the 3 Bowser's Keep bosses. And I really hope it's not there. I'm just gonna be honest with everybody.
Blaze,
I think that's all I have left, though.
Blaze, I do believe you can open up the pathway to Great Guys Casino since you did the Knife Guy minigame, but you can't actually access the casino yet until you have the break.
Okay, as long as I can get it on the world map, that's what I want. But
Yeah, you should be able to do that.
okay. Also, more Croco. The seed has achieved maximum Croco.
We have hit maximum capacity Croco. Also, are you going to turn in those flags and see if you can get a 3rd super suit?
Absolutely.
You haven't done the Jinx spots yet either.
Nope. Yeah, I mentioned those. I think that is going to be my next stop. Although I actually kind of want to do Nimbus Land next. I think I'm gonna do Nimbus Land next.
I think Nimbus Land would be the play for EXP.
Yeah, and also just yeah, the EXP will be nice, and then the key item. It's 2 more key item checks.
Yep.
And I really need to find that bright card. Is it? So hold on. Does Castle Key 2 have to be at Castle Key 1 now? I think I've checked everything else.
Yeah, because you've gotten the temple key.
Oh yeah, I do have the temple key. Here, I should mark that. And I already did the Bambino Bomb.
Yeah, I'm trying to run through the key items in my head real quick. So you're missing Soprano card, you're missing Bright card, you're missing Castle Key 2. Castle Key 2 is definitely going to be behind Castle Key 1.
Yeah.
And
then there's the seeds, or the vanilla fertilizer spots.
Yep. And what spot are we missing? So we've done all 3 of the Tadpole Pond. Turned in Rare Frog Coin. That's what gave... I think that's what gave Alto card.
Yep.
It has to be a Nimbus Land.
Yeah, it's got to be in Nimbus Land.
Ah.
I do that a lot too.
Or I might... Hold on. I don't... Do I already have... I think I might already have Castle Key 2. And it's just not on my tracker. I do. I already have Castle Key 2.
Okay, then yeah, your Bright card's going to be in Nimbus Land.
I think I got those both pretty early, and I just forgot to track that. Okay, there's Great Guys Casino. So yeah, we need to do Nimbus Land, because we need to get the Bright card anyway. And it's guaranteed to be here now. Because I only have 2 key item spots left to check.
And
they're both here.
Go.
Yep. Was there anything else good in this shop? I can't remember. I can probably start buying stuff for the endgame now, too. Especially because I have so much money. Oh, I was gonna go, Hold on, I'm gonna go... Just get out of here really quick. I'm gonna go check that, Monstro Town, item. Because I got the 3 flags now.
3 Ghostketeer flags.
Yes. The 3 musky fears. Or musty. Sorry, not musky. God, that's different. Whatever. I'm
Musty
tired.
Fears, Ghostketeers. Hey, there's that garbage attack scarf.
Yeah.
Oh,
Which is a shame, because Attack Scarf is always, like, good. Except apparently this time. Hey, don't judge me, chat. It's an honest mistake.
It happens.
It does. We're good.
Unfortunately, the attack scarf in this seed does not give attack.
That is true.
So
I'm being judged. It's fine.
it's a liar.
I feel no shame at this point. I'm just gonna enjoy the fact that we're getting random minecart music in the middle of Nimbus Land now.
random minecart music while fighting Eurydivic.
Yes.
I think you'll be able to do the damage to where you skip the Mirage phase.
I hope
yeah.
so. I kind of hope we do get Mirage Phase though, just so we can point out how dumb that part of the fight is.
Mirage phase is way too easy.
The game's just like, let me help you.
Yeah, pretty much.
I hope everybody's enjoying the run. Please let me know if you have any questions or anything that you're curious about. I love this game so much. I could basically just talk about it forever.
It's so good.
Yeah.
And if you want to give this randomizer a shot, be sure to go to randomizer.smrpgspeedruns.com.
Yes. Oh, so here's the dumb thing about Mirage Phase. The game will default put your cursor on the boss. That's the real one.
It's fantastic. I'm so.
I want to be a fly on the wall when whoever, like the first person figured that out. They're just like, this is stupid.
I bet they were just really hyped that they figured something out.
I mean, I would be. Also, we only need one more star. This is potentially going to be done very soon. We'll see.
Hopefully you'll have enough.
I probably need some more levels regardless, so we'll just... But this is a good sign. Or, you know, the final star could just be at the final boss of Bowser's Keep, and I'm not going to find it for about half an hour. You know, one or the other.
Well, now you've willed that into existence.
That is very likely true.
Also,
this is a lot of heavy troopas. Holy cow.
And they're all ready to launch.
They are all ready to launch.
What's the funniest or wackiest character mix you've seen or played in this game?
Character mix?
I mean, we regularly run into all of them, so...
There's actually, yeah, I don't necessarily have a great answer to that specific question, but I do just want to shout out, if you do want to learn this randomizer, they are getting ready to do a winter tournament in January. It's going to be starting after the new year, and I believe the theme of the tournament is going to be duos. So you will get all sorts of cool combinations of characters, some that you probably would like and some that you probably do not like. And that's going to all be part of the charm, is you just get 2 of the 5 characters and that's it. That's all you get for the entire seed.
My favorite's the Bowser and Toadstool combo.
That will be, yeah, some of them will be like the odd bedfellows, weird roommates kind of combinations too.
I'm just going to will this into existence because it's probably going to happen, Blaze. But you and I end up racing with a Mallow Toadstool combination.
Ew.
Yeah.
Fluffy.
Peachy.
Yes, the most delicious combo.
Juicy.
Alright, I just need attack. Everybody gets attack now. Oh, that was rude. I forgot that that wasn't a boss fight.
And that magician just came up and went, nope. Or shaman.
Those ones do have homing powers. Oh, this is not going to be fun.
Ooh.
Although this spot does not have a lot of hit points. That is the one...
That's good.
The one thing it has going for it. I also am pretty sure it doesn't have any magic attack. We're going to find out right here. Oh, yeah. Or well, actually, that's just Geno having fire resistance, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, ugh, the physical resistance on this spot. How am I going to do
I have
this?
to say, use magic attacks on Cloaker. Or...
Yeah, I'm trying something here. Yep, that helped.
If I randomly drop, I'm having some weird issues on my computer.
Okay.
Apparently, my graphics card driver is not liking that Bowser Hurley glove action either.
Do not adjust your settings. This is perfectly normal.
Window bubble.
Yeah.
My right monitor's just jumping all over the place.
So, as you can probably guess with Cloaker Domino, Cloaker is more physical based, where Domino is more magic-based, and the Earthlink, which is coming up, will end up taking the same properties of whichever one of them is on top. So in this case, since Domino is going to be the one commanding the Earthlink, it's going to be doing magical attacks, but have very low physical defense. And it's not Earthlink, it's Mad Adder. I can never remember the other one because more often than not, it will be Cloaker that's taking command of the snake, and that's the one that is the Earthlink.
Yeah. Also, the snake is adorable.
The snake is awesome.
Such a cool sprite. It's just sad the fight has to be over so soon. His tail, he's really big too. Look at his tail like curled around the little pillars of the factory there.
I never noticed that before.
Berto said, "Don't forget about me." That was funny. All right, so that is confirmed then that... Oh, I always... Actually, you know what? It's fine that I fight this guy. I always want to fight this guy anyway. I always run into him, and then I'm like, no, this is fine. Because otherwise he can blow you off the bridge, and no one wants that.
Yeah, skipping the pinwheel is not very easy to do. You have a very, very small window. I think it's 4 or 5 frames to be able to do that. And this game runs at approximately 60 frames per second. So it's not a large window.
Yep.
This encounter.
See ya.
That's a scary encounter.
Yeah. That would have been... Yeah, it's another one of these two. I think based on... Do I have... Hold on, do I have another ice bomb? I do. Okay.
Blaze, I heard you like experience.
This is good. We're getting some of that extra level, the extra XP that we need, because I am one boss fight potentially away from being able to go to the final boss, so... But we just don't know which one yet.
And you could be as many as 6 boss, or no, 9, 10 boss fights away, because we still have Jinx 1, 2, and 3, as well as Jagger.
That is true. But we will do everything before Bowser's Keep, before we go to the Keep.
Can I get a donation in real quick?
Absolutely.
We have $57 from Anonymous, who says, getting into randomizers recently, love to see one for one of my favorite SNES games. So that brings us to an even $9,400.
Oh, thank you so much for that.
Heck yeah.
Randomizers are just... randomizers are a very interesting kind of topic when, you know, you kind of poll speedrunners or whatever. I think most speedrunners really like randomizers, but they don't necessarily like to see them in marathons. And that is not to say anything bad, good, bad, or otherwise, but randomizers are how I got into speedrunning. My original speed game was the Final Fantasy IV randomizer, and I love the mental challenge of doing a randomizer because it's something different every time. And there's something to be said for something that really works your brain while you're doing it, whereas a lot of speedruns, they're static. They're the same every time, so you can kind of put your brain on autopilot and just do them. But a randomizer, you always have to be thinking through stuff while you're doing it, and that is definitely much more my jam, much more my pace. Even though I do speedrun a lot of other stuff as well. And it's funny because I actually really prefer games that have, you know, a little bit of RNG, maybe not a ton of RNG, but, you know, RNG is not necessarily a bad thing, I guess is what I'm trying to say at the end of the day. And randomizers are part of the fun. It's all part of the fun, so.
You may have noticed with that last star that it lasted a short time. That star actually has a much longer time frame than what was shown. But as soon as you go through the door that has the room with Dodo in it, it puts the star to its last few seconds.
Yeah.
Magikoopa here at Valentina is a pain. There are going to be a lot of monsters coming out from Magikoopa. And not much that can really be done about it, just because the damage output isn't as high as it would, quote, normally be. End quote.
Yeah. On the plus side, the monsters are cute. Also, wow, what did that do 42 damage to Bowser for? I'm scared now.
Because the Bahamut has a ton of attack power.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're going to be fighting through some of this stuff. Good time for more donations.
I do have another donation. Tillerin sends in $10 and says, "Keep the coffee flowing and finish strong."
Oh man, I'm gonna need so much coffee after this. This is great though.
Yeah,
Having so much fun.
I am out of coffee, sadly. I need to go get more. But that brings us to $9,410, and it brings us to dead even at $64 each for Becky, Pocky, and Rocky. So let's start breaking this tie, everybody, for the next run.
What are you doing, y'all? You can't let Ferret. Otherwise, the runner's just gonna pick and completely invalidate all of your life choices that have brought you to this point. Let's boost. You know what? I think it would be cool to see Becky. Let's go, Becky.
Yeah.
Donate for Becky.
Does she have good hair?
I don't know. I have to think so.
She does.
So,
Ew.
the monster that would be preferred to be summoned is the King Babam, as that explodes after 2 turns of being on screen. Right now, we've seen Bahamut and Jinx Clone, and Jinx Clone has a lot of defense and Silver Bullet, which, as you
Is that the
just saw,
first time I've had a character get killed?
No, it's the second. Or
Okay. It hasn't happened very often. It hasn't happened
Yeah.
in a while.
It's the second, because the Jinx 2, you had a Silver Bullet land as well.
Yeah, and like early on when Peach had was level 1, I think she died a few times.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's
Just kind of
the
chewing
second
through this
instance.
fight. But the thing is, like, I have to, even if this isn't the final star, I have to do this fight because this is going to get me the bright card. So it's fine. We just have to do this.
Come on, King
Egg.
Babam.
We need more egg-based bosses.
It's another Jinx clone.
Yeah.
This is not playing ball right now.
That's okay. Just gives me more chance to work on my timed blocks. Like that perfect one.
Jinxed perfect blocks are interesting. And 40 damage, close enough. It had a 0 in it.
Still counts.
I only saw the 0. I don't know what you're talking about.
Exactly.
It was just a glitch.
Yes.
Can I get a quick donation in again?
Please.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Anonymous donates $15 and says, "I regret nothing." And that pushes us to $9,425.
All right. I still think it'd be pretty cool if we could get to 9,500 by the end of this run.
That would be great.
we can do it.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, more Jinx clones. What
Yeah,
do you do
this
in game?
is just being rude.
But as mentioned, if the King Bomb explodes, Magikoopa will stop doing stuff.
Yep.
And it is a massive glitch.
I mean, it's just nice having these two beefy super suits, because I haven't really had to think about too much during these fights. And it just feels like kind of low stakes, which is nice. Like, there are literally times I've been playing this, and if you don't perfect block, you just lose a fight. Like, they're essential to get through certain fights, and that is not fun. I would not want people to have to experience that level of stress.
It's even worse whenever you're fighting Smithy, and that's exactly the case.
All right, the hunt continues. This is where the bright card is going to be. Got it. All right. All right, so now we just need to find this last star.
Is it Jinx Spots? Is it Barrel Volcano?
You know, I love Barrel Volcano. I want to go to Barrel Volcano.
Sounds good, because I know you're
It's
holding
also
off
got
on-
really good music.
It really does, and I know you're holding off on Bowser's Keep until the end.
Yeah, yeah. And this way I'll get to look at an extra shop, so it seems fine to me.
Oh yeah.
It's probably faster, honestly, too. Well, I don't know about faster, but the Jinx boss, it's technically 4 boss fights. The first and the last one are the only ones that can have stars, but it's 4 bosses. This is just 2, so...
Yeah, and the amount of time it takes is variable.
Ooh,
based on
plus
what
5
bosses you
attack.
have.
That's nice. Yeah.
That's needed. Because if I'm remembering correctly, Geno's health is actually sitting at a very, very good value. I think he's
Yeah, Geno's doing great that way.
Which
We have. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say 180 is really, really good for going into Smithy, but by all means, all yours.
Well, I was going to say, before I got a couple donations in, which I do have now, for people who weren't around at the very beginning of the run, do you want to explain why looking for the bright card is kind of important?
Absolutely.
It's our fast pass to the final boss.
And I do have some donations, if this is a good time.
This is perfect time.
Okay, so we have B-Dragon28 coming in with $35, who says, "Good morning. Donation goes to Blaze's Choice."
Good morning, B-Dragon. Sounds good.
And then Brash Volksdragon with $50, who says, "All right, here we go, breaking the tie." And so, very briefly, we were tied at $69 each for
Nice.
Becky, Pocky, and Rocky. But now Becky is ahead by those $50, so Becky is at $119. And with those donations, we have surpassed $9,500 for Trans Lifeline.
Hey, good job,
Nice.
everybody.
Good job.
Good job. Let's keep it up. We're closing in on that marathon goal too. 10,000 for the marathon. Although I know we can do better than that too. But let's get the marathon goal first, and then we can kind of go from there and get excited about going above and beyond. But y'all are fantastic. Thank you so much for all of your generosity. And for people who can't donate, just let everybody that you know that we've got this really cool marathon going on for about 12 more hours, and they should come watch. Our last 2 runners of the day are both going to be at GDQ in a couple months. They are incredible runners that are going to be showing off really cool games for you all. You're going to get to see Deltarune Chapter 2 later, which hasn't even been in a major marathon yet. There's just so much cool stuff that's still happening today, so...
So this encounter with the Stump It is unrunnable, and it is very possible to skip the encounter, but depending upon how you set it up, it can be very difficult to do.
I jumped a little too late. It's a really weird spot on the back side of that stalactite that I use, and I just got a little too far.
Yeah, and
That's
it's
disappointing.
something that will happen.
Yep. Well,
Nice
there's the
earlier
super suit.
times.
Oh man, everybody can use it. Okay, that is actually cool. I don't know why I'm even looking at all this other stuff. All right, super suit it is. And now I can sell literally every other piece of armor that I have. And I'll hold on to the other stuff just because I don't need to worry about it right now.
Sell off the attack scarf too, honestly.
Yeah, heck you, attack scarf. Get out of here. Now, the one thing I hate about Barrel Volcano is this next room, but you know what?
So this next room with all of the potaboos that are going while you're on donut blocks, it's a bit of a pain because if you're mispositioned...
Oh my god, I love this. Sorry, I have to interrupt you. Who's hungry for eggs?
Yes!
Yes.
Yes!
So good.
I love this. It goes from 9 eggs to 5. And this
Also,
is
I also really hope the last star is here because this would be a very fitting boss to have the star for Trans Lifeline.
And then you'd be able to exit.
That too.
Yeah, you're cracking me up, son.
Oh dear. I should actually check if I can use a better accessory for Gino now after this. Anyway, just mental note. Go ahead, you guys.
I was gonna say, Blaze, you know me. I had to pull the old thing I usually do with Baka.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that's good. Can we get a round of trans rights in the chat for Burdetta, by the way?
And Burdetta is fantastic.
Yes.
Probably one of my favorite bosses, honestly.
Thank you, chat. You rock.
Now, with the Zar Dragon spot, normally this is broken up into 2 different phases with Zar Dragon and Zombone. Zar Dragon being one of the absolute worst bosses in the game because it's very difficult to do any sort of jump attack on because of how it floats. But because Burdetta is here and breaking the egg immediately goes into phase 2, the defense stat on Burdetta is actually that of Zombone, so it's low defense, and Burdetta will have the full HP of Zar Dragon plus Zombone, but you're dealing a significant amount of damage.
Yep, we're just kind of chewing through here. There we go. You're just too cute.
Yes, Zombone is very rude in the respect that it does use Boulder, and I'm really, really, really hoping you don't see one of 2 bosses here in the Axum Ranger spot.
We still haven't seen Sandstorm yet.
We still haven't seen the Axum Rangers, though. I want to see the Axum Rangers. They're my favorite.
We also haven't seen Gunyoke yet either.
Yeah, or Exor. Oh, it's going to be Manager.
Heck yeah.
I'm also very terrified of this Bowser's Keep if we have to go there based on what bosses are left.
Yeah, you and me both. And that's something huge to say is with the bosses that are remaining, there are a lot of them that can potentially just destroy you at this point, even with the massively powerful super suit.
I mean, at this point, nothing's going to kill me. It's just going to take forever and a day, and that's what I would really like to avoid.
Unless status ailments are used, in which case then that could lead into issues.
That is true.
It's okay, because this is where the last star's at.
I really hope you're right.
Me too.
Hello, Director.
This is silly. I might also... Oh, that's annoying, actually. Ah! Really?
Ooh, that is annoying.
Oh, good thing I had that. Okay, I actually need to block those a little bit more carefully now. And I'm going to take a few of them out also.
So, here's the nice thing about the Poundettes. They do not come back until you've defeated all 4 of them.
Yep.
If you just leave one up, then only that one Poundette will attack. So you have less of a chance of getting that hammer throw, which is inflicting the Scarecrow status.
Yep, so we're going to kill 3 of them here. It should, in theory, at a high HP spot like this also speed the fight up a little bit, just because it's just that fewer animations that you have to sit through. So this is probably a good move. I probably should have done this from the beginning anyway.
Hopefully Spritz Bomb.
But yeah, as long as I block those hammers, I won't be in any danger of getting turned into a scarecrow again. That's also a nice little bonus.
You still can get turned into a scarecrow, it's just less likely.
Yeah.
Normally those hammers would inflict the fear status.
Pretty sure he's already got boosted attack. That was a mistake. Sure. Haven't done this yet. And with good reason. Okay. Yeah, everybody's doing fine on health. I'll just do therapy.
Don't forget that you do have Psychopath, so you could check to see what directors beat to.
That is true. I want to boost you first, though. I'll probably just keep attacking.
Yeah.
It's a good amount of. That's a good, healthy amount of damage. We'll take it.
This spot in total, if I remember correctly, has 4,000 HP.
Yeah, but the Poundettes are getting some of that, so that's good.
Yeah, and normally it's divided among 6, but in this case, the director is going to get most of that health as director is the boss.
Yeah. And
then the Poundettes get, I want to say 250 HP apiece. Maybe 300.
They had around 300, it seemed like, yeah. I may want to actually swap to Mario for the final fight, because I think I have a better weapon for him than what Geno is using right now. And I'm going to be using boosting items, so I won't need Geno boost. I need to think about that for a second. For now, I'm fine using Geno because he can just use Geno boost, but since everybody can wear the super suits, I can kind of just pick. Oh my gosh, that was on me. Where are you, able juices? There we go. Do we have any more donations while I'm finishing this fight up?
We do not have any. Oh, wait! Nope, we just got one in. Sorry. We have $25 from Anonymous, who says, "Gotta donate during one of my closest friends' runs. Watching Blaze's journey through streaming and speedrunning and eventually Fastest Furs has been amazing. So proud of you and everything you've done. Let's smash that $10,000 goal. Fastest Furs hype!"
Hype? Yeah, let's get it. Gosh, I usually get a little misty-eyed during the credits of the marathon thinking about that kind of stuff, but while everybody's watching now and I'm on the mic, I just want to make sure everybody understands that there are approximately 100 runners and volunteers that are working to make this marathon happen this weekend. It is a colossal undertaking, and it would not happen without every single one of those people, so thank you so much for all that you have done to make this happen.
But for real though, like, shout outs to you, Blaze. Like, we see how hard you work.
There's a really fun story behind the starting of Fastest Furs and all of that, but it is something I just, you know, it's one of those things that I never would have guessed in a million years could have been possible, but it was, and just kind of goes back to a couple of conversations I had in 2019 before COVID times happened, and talking with UFO Techie at BLFC about doing a furry speedrunning team, and then talking to Shockwave at SGDQ 2019 about doing this thing, and then COVID happened and just kind of kicked everything into high gear, and here we are 5 marathons later, doing Fastest Furs again, and it's just incredible. It's grown every single time, and we just always have such a great interest from not just the furry community, but the speedrunning community. And if you're kind of familiar with those circles, I think y'all know there's a lot of overlap between them. Not to the, not to say that furries and speedrunners are all the same, but there's a lot of, if there was a Venn diagram, there would be a pretty big overlap in the middle. And I think it's a really good thing that we can come together and do this. And hey, there's my 7th star. I'll shut up now. We can go fight the final boss.
Nice.
Heck yes.
No required keep, and
yes,
no extra
Let's
bosses
go.
required.
This is perfect. Okay, so that means I don't have to fight anything else. So that means, actually, I think some of my items were here. I need to figure out, I'm pretty sure I want Mario now.
Yeah, this is... So, going into the smithy fight, this is where a lot of strategy comes into play. The first thing, which is probably the biggest thing by far, is figuring out what characters you want to use going into the smithy fights, because you're looking at more or less a damage race.
Yep.
There are going to be 2 different phases to smithy, and the first phase is by far the easiest, and then phase 2 is, well, phase 2.
Phase 2 is definitely phase 2. I mean, the thing, I'm still just kind of worried about my damage, and I don't think there's anything I can really do about it at this point, but I want to at least put in the effort here to make this fight go as fast as possible, so we'll see what kind of help I can get here.
Yeah, I don't think there's going to be much you can do about your damage. Hello, red essences. That'll...
I mean, I already have 3, so... But yeah, at this point, so I can sell my Sia, and sell that. I do have 2 crystallines and a power blast already.
Okay.
I'm gonna get a couple more elixirs. I'll get 1 more red essence. I don't think I need more than that. I should have just bought mega elixirs. What am I doing? I don't think any of this was any good, particularly. Oh, Caros are good. I definitely need it.
Yeah.
Well, I can get the 1 Caro. That's fine. Caros are like full HP and words, flower points.
Yeah.
Of course, randos count, Bahamut.
So FP management is going to be pretty big going into the smithy fight, as this fight will last for quite a while, unfortunately. The problem, as it's already been mentioned, is going to be the damage output. Smithy 1, like I said, has 2,000 HP, but Smithy 2 has 8,000 HP.
Ooh, actually, hold on.
Normally, Tank Head is weak to jumps, but in this case, we really don't know what Tank Head is going to be weak to. So, with Bowser having Psychopath, we can use Psychopath in order to figure out what the weaknesses and immunities are in order to be able to deal extra damage. And if there is a weakness to jump or something similar to that, but also an immunity to jump, then jump will not deal any damage unless jump shoes are equipped.
Did I leave this star here? It might actually make... I might be able... Oh, shoot! I might be able to get 1 more level here. And then I just need to remember where power blasts were. Oh, shoot. I sold my Sia. Hold on. That's fine.
50-50 chance to run.
I'm doing this for the XP anyway. It's gonna be one-shots, so... I bet Power Blasts were just in Mushroom Kingdom. I'll figure it out. I definitely need a couple more power blasts, though.
I think they were, but I'm not 100%.
So long ago. I hope I get a level here. I'm gonna feel kind of dumb if I don't. Oh, I feel kind of dumb.
You might not.
That's fine. Okay. I mean, we're still gonna be fine. I got 15 minutes to do this, so. Let's make sure we're prepared. Let's make sure we find these power blasts.
Yeah, if you've watched Blaze play Free Enterprise, the preparation for Zeromus is more or less the equivalent here. Preparation for Smithy is massive. If you go in underprepared, as well as without any sort of strategy whatsoever, you're more than likely going to face a wipe. But if you go in with a strategy, knowing exactly what you want to do at certain points of the fight, even with RNG throwing whatever RNG is going to throw, it makes the fight a lot easier.
I'm also just making sure I didn't like miss a weapon that I should be using. This is really... I think they were at the I think they were actually at the first shop in Seaside Town, which is closed now, and I think that maps to the Krakow shop. I don't remember for sure. It's possible I'm actually just not gonna be able to get them. I will buy a couple of rock candies.
Rock candies are very nice. Rock candies do 200 damage per use. Boosted 300. You gotta have inventory space for them, Blaze.
I know. And money. I only sell all these weapons now. Nope. Nope. And nope. Alright. Also, fun thing about this, in the vanilla game, you actually cap out at 999 coins, which is honestly a little bit annoying. But in the randomizer, that cap is lifted. Where else could they be?
It goes to 9,999.
I just need to check Nimbus Land really quick, otherwise we're gonna have to do it without. And if that is the... Oh, I just sold my weapons, though.
Did you check
Yeah, I did check Rosetown.
Okay.
I bet they were just in that shop in Seaside Town. Yeah, I already checked this. Okay, we'll make it work. It'll be fine.
We'll do it live.
I think with the extra rock candies, you should be okay.
Yeah, especially in Phase 1, that will help quite a bit. I'm just going to do a quick safety save here.
A lot of damage to go out.
Yep. Alright, so we are headed to the final fight. We're going straight there with our bright card.
So, the bright card, as mentioned, is the pass to go straight to Smithy after obtaining all of the star pieces necessary. In this case, it was all 7 star pieces. You can change it to where you only need 6, but that's not the case in the async flags. Oh my gosh, that sledge did so much damage.
Yep, this is going to be fun. Alright, let's get a baseline damage here. Oh god. This is not good.
It's not good at all.
This is very, very bad.
Oh no.
Okay, hold on. What are my cheap attacks here? Nothing.
Psychopath him.
Yeah. That I knew. That's it? Okay. If I can get through this phase, I actually think I will probably be okay in the second phase. So let's lean hard into these rock candies here.
We need the power of freebies.
That will definitely help. Well, the nice thing is, his defense is high right now, but when I get to the second phase, it will be much more variable, so there will be times that I will be able to just beat him down pretty thoroughly. I think I'll keep attacking with you, because you were... Oh, that still wasn't that great. Okay. We got this. We'll be okay. But freebies would be nice. Hey, there's one.
One freebie is good.
Technically, I should get 1 out of 4, so... I definitely need more, though, and I really wish I hadn't sold my... Although I don't know if it would have worked on him, but I did sell an Ice Bomb, and that was probably a mistake.
Yeah, the timing with Psychopath, if you want to be able to see the weaknesses... And
Oh, it's a time thing, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
right before those two circles converge.
Okay, well... We will cross that bridge when we come to it. I'm gonna actually, yeah, we'll do a little bit of, Oh, Poison Gas is always fun. Mallow's probably got the best magic attack of anybody anyway, so... Let's see what this does. Ah! Gross. Oh, but then I get the poison damage, that's right. Yay!
Yes.
Am I the only one who's always thought Smithy looked like what would happen if Santa went evil?
No, I've...
You are
thought that.
definitely not.
I have thought that in all the years I've played this game. At least the poison effect ended up working on Smithy, so there is going to be chip damage from that.
That will help. That will not. Yeah, the poison is actually going to do quite a bit of work here.
Nice 8, by the way.
One more freebie, please. Hey! Called it.
Nice!
Nice.
Alright. I'm going to use a royal syrup. Yeah. This will be fine. Yeah, it is a much more dynamic fight than like when you do free enterprise and you get to Zeromus, it's your party's kind of the same. There's a couple strats, they all typically work. This doesn't always work, and it's a little bit scary. Because there's just so much tied up in like your stats and your equipment and whatnot.
Yeah, what you see in the bottom right of the screen is the tracker for this randomizer. And
I don't know what happened there. You can just turn the track. Whoever's doing the stream teching right now, you can just turn the tracker off.
And some of the sprite breaks that you're going to see are because of Bowser weapons being used when there are multiple Bowsers in the party.
Yep. Yeah.
Meteor Swarm.
Oh, I think I broke the thing maker. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you broke the forge.
Okay.
And you get the peep as to how much health Smithy has.
He's almost dead. Go down! I promise second phase will be better.
He's got less than 60.
Yeah.
Or right about 60. Giving Snowy a go.
Blah!
Yeah, why not? Well, that's what.
Come on, Bowser, you got this. I've still got 5, that's fine. Okay. I'm gonna, like, defeat him with a 1, and it's gonna be epic.
Yeah, because he's only got 30-ish HP left.
Yeah. I do need to heal Mario next phase though. Or next turn here. I'm all about the damage. He's getting 1 from the poison. This is why it's been a while since I had a smithy fight like this, and usually you have a star egg, and you can just use star egg if something like this happens, but we do not. So here we are. Okay, there's phase 1.
I'm feeling this. All right.
Phase 2 is going to be fine. The only thing that's going to happen that I'm annoyed about is I'm going to probably get shredded at some point, and my power blast will go away. So
Yeah. So phase 2. Phase 2 is different per se. We are going to be fighting Smithy, who likes transforming. And there are going to be 2 different targets that can be hit. The body and Smithy's head. So the body, if that gets locked, it will be locked for 3 turns. And the head is what has 8,000 HP.
ooh.
And there will be a few different forms that you very well may see. The fight's going to start with Smithy's body transforming the head into Tank Head, which can either fire a bullet bill or fire an attack called the Magnum. Magnum is an instant kill. The second is Mage Head, which just casts a bunch of spells and takes a ton of physical damage. Nice too.
I don't think I'm gonna worry about trying to do too much damage to Tank Head here.
I can't blame you.
That is annoying.
Yeah, there's Magnum, as I mentioned. Instant kill. The third head that you can see is the Chest Head, and that will inflict Fear, Scarecrow, Mute, Poison, or Mushroom status potentially. Nice freebie on the pick-me-up. And the final is Safe Head. Safe Head is the scary one, as it has Shredder, it has Recover, it has Mega Recover. And the one ability that
Oh, here we go.
don't want to see is Mega Recover. Mage Head time?
Mage Head
Mage
time.
Head time. So a lot of damage is about to go out here because of Mage Head being very, very weak to physical attacks.
Yep, here we go. And me being very, very strong against magic attacks, I probably will not have to heal until this is all over. Also, I did use a red essence on Mario just to keep him attacking. If I get to the point where I do need to do a heal for the other 2, I'll actually have to use an item, because there's a glitch with how Group Hug and Red Essence interact that it will remove the Red Essence.
Yeah, the Red Essence effect gets counted as a status ailment.
Oh, you jerk! You gotta stay in Mage Head longer than that.
Group Hug will remove the status ailment.
Sorry, I'm swearing internally right now. He'll be back. But I'm gonna get shredded here in a second, and that is not nice.
You might get Recover to show up. But yeah, like this... no, Shredder.
Yep.
But this is
Mage
probably the worst head to end up having, just because it's super high on defense. And now we're back to Tank Head.
Yeah. It's fine. We'll grind it out. I'm not in any fear of dying. Just gonna have to wait for not Tank Head, basically.
And the most scary part about Tank Head, again, is its ability to use Magnum, which is an instant kill.
Yep.
The only way you can prevent being instant killed is if you have KO resist.
Correct. Which I hope somebody does, but... Oh, hey, more mage head. Perfect.
I don't think anybody has KO resist because I didn't see any of the items have KO resistance on it.
Yeah, I don't think so either. We'll make it work. You should be a mage head for a while now, please, I ask of you. But my damage is going to be down because of the shredder, which removed my power blast, which stinks.
Yeah, it's the only unfortunate circumstance on this right now.
Do I need to use a crystalline?
Yes, you do.
Okay. Get that defense up going again.
Yeah, it removes the boost because even though it's on the gear, it gets counted as a battle status.
Rude. I'm gonna just be safe here. I don't want to use my one Caro yet. I have plenty of elixirs and such, so I'll be fine for a while.
I think you'll get one more turn of Mage Head before Smithy's body has the 50-50 of transforming the head into something else.
Yep.
So hopefully
it should stay as Mage Head.
Hopefully you can break the threshold and stay as Mage Head.
Or it'll just go back to being Mage Head. Perfect. That works too.
Nice.
Perfect.
Yeah, so this is where we just want to get our damage in here, so...
Yeah. Mage Head, by far, for a physical-based team, is the best thing you can see. Even though Mage Head does have some of the strongest spells in the game, it's missing two of the absolute most, or not even two, just one of the absolute most powerful spells you can run across, and that is Breaker Beam. We mentioned the two bosses that have the ability to use Breaker Beam earlier on, and those two bosses were Axum Rangers and Gun Yoke. And
yeah, it's sad we didn't run into either of those.
Right? There's
Darn shame.
There's a reason why, if you ever watch some of us run this game, we call the Breaker Beam the Justice Breaker. It will end you if you're not prepared for it.
Definitely breaks our justice.
Chest
I can
head.
live with this.
Yeah, not bad.
Chest Head is fine. Chest Head has less defense than Tank Head, but does have the potential of giving status ailments.
That one is actually bad.
Mute is really bad, but
I'm gonna hold off for now, but it'll be okay.
yeah, like
Not good.
we're at the point of the run that it is more or less vanilla.
Yep.
So the reason Smithy's left hand is glitchy is because of one of the Bowser weapons being used on a non-Bowser character. It more or less forces that character to become a second Bowser.
Yep.
And the game does not like that.
Actually, I have a fair number of elixirs left. I'm just gonna use another one.
Yeah, because you got the freebie on one of the elixirs.
Yeah. I think there were a couple in other different parts of my inventory too.
Yeah, I saw 3 elixirs total. Mage Head.
Yeah.
No, back to Chest Head, that's fine.
Yeah. I'm probably about 2/3 of the way done at this point.
After Smithy's head reaches under 2,000 HP, the transformations become completely random. Oh, another meat bomb. That's not good.
It's annoying.
I'm good for now. Yeah. Mage head. Mage head.
Save head.
Well, now I'm glad I have all these crystallines.
Yeah, stocking up on crystallines was a very good idea.
Yeah. I'm just sad I never found the power blasts anymore.
I second that one. It was rather unfortunate.
Yeah.
I wish I had some donations to read to fill in the gaps, but I don't. Hint, hint, chat. Hint, hint.
Come on, Chad. I want to hear more of Ruby's voice.
So, recover is going to cause a delay on Smithy's head, where it won't be able to cast for another turn.
Can't get this done now. Mage head. Mage head. No! Wrong one! Bad Smithy.
While we're waiting through this phase, Ruby, you want to talk about what we're raising money for?
Yeah.
Yeah, I will, We're here for Trans Lifeline this weekend, and if you weren't aware, November 14th to the 20th is Transgender Awareness Week, and November 20th marks the annual Transgender Day of Remembrance. We're proud to be putting on this event as a kickoff to Transgender Awareness Week in the hope of raising awareness of the issues facing transgender and gender non-conforming people. Thank you for joining us, and we encourage you to support Trans Lifeline and their life-saving work. Get some donations rolling in for Trans Lifeline. Let's help them out.
Yes, indeed. Let's make sure that we get our marathon goal and then some. Let's get a new marathon PB. Our marathon PB is $12,231. So if we get to like 12.5k, that will be a new marathon PB. It'll be a great weekend for Trans Lifeline. That would be really cool.
And Hey Fizzy J started a trans rights train in chat. So can we get people hopping on that trans rights train in chat, please?
Hey. Let's hear some trans rights in the chat, and shoutouts to Hey Fizzy J, who designed our marathon logo.
So I'm not 100% certain, but I believe we are at the threshold where the transformations are going to be random with Smithy's head. And time normally is whenever the screen starts shaking after the final hit on Smithy.
Yeah, that's a good point. I haven't even mentioned that, because we're in the final boss fight, but yeah, time will be coming up pretty soon here, so timer, be ready. Especially if you see a mage head.
Oh yeah, because Mage Head will be taking so much damage. Yeah, we are definitely at the random stage for transformations.
Look, Smithy. I know you really enjoy being on Twitch in front of all these people, but we need to keep the marathon moving. Stop recovering.
What a villain.
I know. This is the true villain. Or maybe he's the true hero, because he's trying to give everybody more marathon. I'm not sure. One or the other.
First one, then the other.
Why not both?
Yes.
Touche.
But yeah, this fight, especially after a seed that can be grueling, is just evil. Come on, Smithy.
I'm gonna use all 4 of my crystallines.
I think you already have.
I think I did. Yeah, I was just gonna say that actually. Yep, they're gone. All right, so that means I need to heal. At least need to heal Mario, because yeah, the pain is coming. But we got plenty of resources left. We'll be okay.
Smithy is proud to give you even more chances to donate to Trans Lifeline. Trans Lifeline's hotline is a peer support service run by trans people for trans and questioning callers. Their operators are located all over the United States and Canada, and all are trans identified. If you're in crisis or just need someone to talk to, please visit translifeline.org/hotline to learn how you can connect.
I'm sorry, Smithy was leaning into the meme there, and I don't appreciate that.
All we needed was the plug. Ruby, you are my hero right now.
I need to use my red essences.
A lot of damage is coming out because Mage Head is now on screen. And since it is the RNG phase, it's actually kind of nice to see Mage Head right now.
Yeah. I just wish I still had a crystalline up. But come on. Go down.
I was about to say, when in doubt, you could always time a psychopath just to find out what save that you need to.
We're gonna keep everybody in suspense here. Time.
Yo, GG.
GG!
You know, if I just had one good weapon, that run probably would have been about 30 minutes shorter, but that's just how the randomizer goes sometimes. Sometimes you just do not get a good weapon at all in the entire seed, so... yeah, just really... Yes, it's all random, as one might expect, but I just want to... I already kind of talked about a lot of stuff and saying thank you to everybody for watching and donating, and we talked a lot about the community. This game has a great vanilla speedrunning community, has a great randomizer community, has tournaments, has events. They're about to drop well, I shouldn't say about, because it's been in development for a while, and you know what? They can take their time, but they're about to drop a pretty big version update that's going to make it even better than what you saw today. So please check it out if you have any and all interest. I am moonblazewolf on Twitch. I usually stream 3 times a week. I do a mix of speedruns, vanilla playthroughs, a lot of randomizers, a lot of old school RPGs, and I would love to see you in my channel for my normal streams sometime. So if you had a good time today, feel free to stop by and hang out on one of my streams. And Sonny and Dave, thank you so much for doing commentary with me today. Ruby, thank you for hosting. This was a really fun time. And keep donating, everybody.
Blaze, thank you for having me along for this ride. I greatly appreciate it.
Yeah, this is a lot of fun.
This was a blast.
You guys woke up really early to do this, and that just speaks volumes to how good of friends you are and how much you like this game. So I really appreciate you both.
Thank you so much.
And to tell you the truth, Blaze, I would do it again.
Oh, heck yeah.
Me too.
Well, we might be racing this in another marathon at some point, Sonny, so I may be careful what you wish for. They might stick us in the middle of the night or something.
No kidding there.
It'll still be worth it, though. But yeah, I don't want to keep us going any longer here, so enjoy the rest of the marathon, everybody. Keep donating, and trans rights. Let's go.